everywhere. Live on Facebook, live on YouTube. All right. Oh, let me turn my AC off. Whew, all right. Mindset Monday. And on YouTube, we are on the new channel. So let's hope that people start getting updated for the YouTube on the Roxy Talks channel. And if not, we are still here on the Facebook group. Oh, hello. Happy Mindset Monday. Welcome all my dreamers and soul searchers. Thank you for joining me here for another episode of Mindset Monday. If it's your first time on the new channel, then this would be your first Mindset Monday. So that's very exciting. Hello, everybody. If it's your first time here for Mindset Monday, this is where we just kind of get ourselves prepped for the week. We get ourselves in the mindset that we want to be in for success and stepping into our power, making sure that we're doing all that we can to be the best versions of ourselves. And also Q&A, anything that you are having trouble with or have questions about, definitely feel free to ask those. So I just wanted to talk today about, sorry, I've got YouTube and Facebook going. So today I wanted to talk about getting into your power, stepping into your power, honing your skills, making what you're doing in the creative process that you're using an actual habit, making the mindset for success and treating yourself right, making that your new habit, because that is what is going to help you do everything in your whole life. It's going to help you manifest everything. It's going to be all inclusive. It is a 360 view. It is it's holistic. We're not segregating our manifestations. We're not taking it from like, okay, I have my specific person, and then I have my career, and then I have, the car that I want, and then I have the house I'm trying to manifest. We're doing it all together. We're working on ourselves completely and getting everything from the core so that moving forward, things just fall smoothly into our laps. And that just comes with keeping your mental diet up, flipping your thoughts from the negative to the positive. Actually, this whole week's worth of videos is all about that very thing. It's about fine-tuning your skills. So I do have a whole video about flipping negative thoughts into positive ones. So that's coming this week. So make sure you stay tuned. And yeah, so staying focused, keeping your eye on the prize, not letting the 3D world bog you down, not being affected by the circumstances that you experience that feel like your manifestation is not coming. We don't want to give into any of the feelings that, make us fearful of our manifestations. They make us worry they're not coming. They make us doubt our own power. And that's why we're working every day to solidify the power, remind ourselves who we are, what we're here for, so that we can step into it and manifest things easily without the stress and without the headache. And that way we know that what we want is coming regardless, because we are the creative force of our entire world and everything is responding to us at all times. Sherry wants to get coaching, struggling with negative thoughts and resistance. Listen, coaching, honestly, of course I'm going to recommend it, but it really does do a lot. It really helps because there's only so much you can get from a video that's meant to reach thousands or millions of people. Like as accurate as I try to make all the information, I don't know what your exact specific thoughts are that are going on in your head that are keeping you away from your manifestations. So yes, coaching is awesome, especially if you're having trouble and you can't pinpoint that, because, talking to somebody outside, having a third party kind of analyze your situation and figure out what's going on with you will really help redirect, where those thoughts are going. So Sherry, if you're interested in coaching or anybody interested in one-on-one coaching, you can go to Roxy, here, I'll just type in the chat, roxylehart.com/ get more Roxy Talks. Okay, this is hard. So I just, you're here on the new channel. This is our first time going live on the new channel, and they're not letting me do it from my phone. So I had to switch from going live on Facebook on my computer. You don't care, but this is my new time, my first time going live from my computer on YouTube. Okay, let's see what we got here. Need help keeping up my spirit. I feel desperate and I know that's not good. Yeah, so that's exactly what I'm talking about. We need to be focusing as a whole. You need to be focusing on loving yourself, treating yourself with respect, finding satisfaction in what you have, doing things that fulfill you as a person, because those are the feelings that are going to replicate. That's what you're looking for in your manifestations. The things that we desire, we don't want them because of the thing that they are. We don't want something just because of what it is. Like when you want food, it's not because you want, a hamburger. I mean, maybe it is, of course, but really what you're looking for is satisfaction. You're looking to satisfy that hunger within you. You're looking to fill a void. So when we're manifesting things, whether it's a person or, money, a job situation, whatever, you need to examine what it is that you're actually looking for. You're looking for companionship. You're looking for freedom. You're looking for ease. You're looking for clarity. You're looking for love. You're looking for dedication. You're looking for respect. Whatever that is, you need to start giving that to yourself. You need to start finding those emotions, finding what it is that is manifesting in your relationships, or finding, what it is that's keeping away all of the things that you want, and then give yourself the gift of whatever it is you're actually seeking, the root or the total end goal. Like I said, if it's a relationship, you're seeking love, you're seeking respect, you're seeking understanding, you're seeking comfort. So find things that you can do for yourself to elicit those feelings within you. You drum them up within you, and then you compare them with your your affirmations, the new things that you want. You can, bring them up when you're scripting, bring them up when you're visualizing. And if you can combine the feeling of what you want with the new thought of where we're going, then you're creating a neural pathway between that thought and that feeling. You're creating a habitual thinking. When you think that thought, you're going to start feeling this way. When you start feeling this way, you're going to think more positive thoughts about whatever it is that you want. So we want to stop thinking of things as needing to be segregated, or specific manifestations as being separate from each other. It's all encompassing. Your life is not just your SP or just your job. You have 60,000 plus thoughts a day. Each one of those is an affirmation. So we want to make sure we're pointing our affirmations in the right direction. And that takes a whole 360 all-encompassing view of ourselves and new way of thinking, new way of treating ourselves. Lynn highly recommends coaching. Oh, thank you so much. Glad to have you. Yeah, honestly, I can't even do it over text. There's only so much I can understand from your tone over text and what you're typing and things like that. There's only so much I can type. So talking to you directly, looking at the way that you say things and then redirecting them and giving you new things to say, new ways of saying it, that's what the coaching is for. So if you need the issues, if you need your issues addressed, I would suggest coaching for sure. And thank you, Lynn, for the glowing review. Oh, Candace. Okay. I don't know why it says, okay. I did have a Lynn, so I thought it was, but Candace, thank you. Welcome. Okay. Lucille says it's the downtime, the time of slowing down when the thoughts come up. Okay. So what you want to do, it's two parts. This is what I do. First things first, I insert my, my husband always calls when I'm live. He should know. You want to flip your negative thoughts. Of course, we want to, every time we have the negative thought, every time we feel that feeling, every time we notice that we're thinking something that's not productive or in line with what we want, we're flipping it to the positive affirmation version of that doubt or fear. And then more importantly, I think is, like you said, in the downtime. So what I do is when I am doing things like mindless tasks, like driving, taking a shower, making coffee, working out, whatever it is that where my brain is normally checked out, then I purposely insert my positive affirmations, or I purposely am complimenting myself. I'm purposely telling myself good thoughts and things that I want to know and hear, so that I'm making it a habit to think those thoughts. And when you have this downtime, when you notice that you have, your thoughts are creeping, it's very important that you're diligent about flipping them. You flip them and you flip them and you flip them, and you say that positive affirmation version of whatever it is that you want over and over and over and over and over, or you tell a new story, you self-soothe, everything is fine, everything is okay, everything is working out, things are okay, I am okay, things are going to be okay. Even if it's that simple of just soothing yourself in the moment so that you can work your way back down the emotional scale, that's what you want to go for. But I think that you really want to have affirmations at the ready, things that you know, like, okay, when I start feeling like this, nope, I'm flipping it to this thought, or at least being self-aware enough so that when you're like, okay, when this downtime comes up, I start feeling feelings of doubt. So I'm going to remind myself that I'm the power, I'm the God of my reality. Everything is responding to me. It's always me. It always has been me, and it always will be me. I'm the only person in my reality with consciousness. Therefore, everything is under my control. It's all responding to me. You have to just remind yourself of your power constantly. Like, this is a practice. It's just like working out. You don't, sign up for a bodybuilding contest, work out once and show up on the competition and expect to win. You work out every single day. And the day you stop working out is the day you slip back into your old habits. So again, this is a practice. You need to make this a habit. You need to, I'm going to use the word force, but I don't mean it in, like a chore kind of way. I mean, you want to do it purposely in the beginning, because it will get easier and it will become a habit. It will become habitual. But in the beginning, you're going to need to insert that good thought. You need to be conscious of it. You need to be aware. You need to be paying attention. You need to know what your triggers are. You need to know what your responses to those triggers are. And you need to have responses at the ready, or you need to have new thoughts that you're gonna deploy or insert when it comes. It's a game plan. Be prepared. It's just like meal prepping, just like working out. You fix your body, you work on your body. We're going to work on our minds, and we're going to set ourselves up for success, set ourselves up for thinking positive thoughts, etc. Okay. Sorry, I've noticed I've been talking a lot and coaching a lot, so my voice is getting, it's kind of going out, so I apologize. Could you please talk about intuition, like certain moments that you just feel certain impulse? How do you separate a real intuitive thought, like with a regular conscious thought? Well, there are several different ways. You can, impulsive thoughts, things that come from your intuition, they tend to come immediately. They tend to come in the moment. They tend to, I feel like they like fly into your mind like a paper airplane. They just like, boom, like zoom in. They kind of almost come from nowhere, and they come really fast. And it's like it's almost like you're inserted with the knowledge. It's just like, here you go. That for me, that's just what I've noticed. It could be different for you, could be different for other people. But you can also ask yourself, you can ask your, should I listen to that? Was that a message? Was that from my higher self? Ask yourself, be in tune. Like, you can literally, you can talk to the functionality. Like, I don't know too much about computers, but I know that you can go into like the blank screen and like type in all that code and like communicate with the actual computer. You can do that with yourself. Ask yourself questions. Ask yourself, what does this feeling feel like? How should I follow this impulse? Just ask that. Should I follow that? And if you are being nagged by it, if it's something that keeps coming up, then I would say that it's definitely something's trying to tell you. But the more you embrace this 360 holistic way of thinking about it, you're going to be more in tune with your intuition, and you're going to understand that, yeah, it's probably your intuition speaking to you, and you'll be able to discern the different types of thoughts. And doing this will also help you be able to catch your doubts and understand when something is a limiting belief or a fear, and you're like, wait a minute, that's not even true. Why am I telling myself this? And so you start to understand the difference between thoughts that are given to you, like you said, impulses, intuition, and things that are like part of the meat, the terra of this world, doubts, fears, limitations, things like that like hold you back. So my suggestion for everybody's comment, I haven't even read them all, but I'm going to tell you now, is to look at this from a holistic way and stop segregating your power and thinking it's this one thing when it's your entire world. Your manifestational power is literally holding the walls in place. It's pumping the blood in your veins. It's breathing your lungs for you. You being alive is a manifestation, and so is your world. Your world is a manifestation of your consciousness being plugged into the matrix or the system or the video game, whatever you want to call it. So it's all encompassing. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay, where were we? Have a bipolar situation going on when it comes to manifesting my SP, and I don't know why it's taken 9 months. and still manifesting. You've got doubts, you've got limiting beliefs, you've got, well, you're saying bipolar. So I'm just going to take that as you're giving off wishy-washy vibrations to the universe. Maybe you don't feel worthy sometimes you do. Sometimes you're like, okay, I am the power. Other times you doubt yourself. If you're getting hot and cold responses from the universe, then you're giving off hot and cold vibes. So look at your own behavior, look at how you actually feel, look at what you think you deserve, look at your patterns in past relationships, look at your parents' relationship, look at what you have been taught to believe relationships are about. You really just have to go back in your history and start analyzing. And it is a mirror, you guys. Like, it's gotten to the point where people tell me what their issue with their SP is or whatever. And I'm like, let me guess, you have blah, blah, blah problem. And they're like, oh my God, I never realized it was related. And it's like, it's the exact same thing. Like, not to call anybody out. This is just like really good example that I liked, but I had a person in my Facebook group. By the way, if you're not part of the Facebook group, go ahead and join Black Moon Society. The link is in the description. I've also opened it up to everybody. It was just a women's empowerment group, and now everyone's welcome. So please feel free. I had a person in there who was saying, you know, they were trying to manifest some better self-esteem for their SP. And I was like, well, what's your self-esteem like? And she's like, oh, it's down in the dumps. I'm like, there you go. You're literally giving both of you guys that self-esteem. So it's a mirror. Work on whatever it is that's going on. You're having bipolar, you're getting hot and cold. Where are you giving off hot and cold vibrations to the universe? Okay. Someone says, I get worked up to mania, then drop to low sadness. Will coaching help? Yeah, it will help because you have, you know, there's reasons that you have like habitual thinking in place. You have emotional triggers that you have felt for a long time that, you know, as soon as something happens, you immediately go to this response. And then this happens and you immediately go. And then because you're going there and you're feeling about it, you're creating more of it and you're manifesting it more. And it's just this back and forth thing. So you want to be able to find the root cause there, find that root belief, find the root issue, and then have new affirmations or new thoughts, new beliefs that you can insert and like deploy. Again, it's a system, it's a process, it's a practice. That's the best way to put it. So if you're not able to pinpoint where these issues are and what they're causing, and how they're manifesting, then yes, coaching would definitely be a good option for you. Do I believe in signs? I believe in signs yeah, I do because everything is a manifestation, and like everything. So if you see something that goes in line with what you are manifesting, I say take that as an opportunity to reaffirm that what you want is on the way. So let's say it's your SP and like you're doing your SP and you're feeling good. We're not feeling desperate. We're not feeling needy. We're not wondering how long it's going to take. And you see their name and you're like, oh my God. If you take that moment to be like, oh my God, they're close. I'm doing it. It's really happening. It's doing it. That is what I suggest. That's what signs are for, in my personal opinion, because you are taking that opportunity to reaffirm. You're manifesting it again. And you're creating a moment right there when you have that excitement. You're creating another time to be excited about your SP about, which is going, of course, it's going to keep manifesting and keep snowballing. So I say, yes, take your signs and run with them, celebrate them. Don't just like, a sign. I mean, you can, but if you're trying to make this a habit, you're trying to make this a practice, you're trying to make the positive thinking and the positive expectancy your normal train of thought, then take those signs and be like, yes, it's happening. I'm getting so much better. Every day I'm getting closer and closer. Every day I'm honing in my skills. Every day I'm becoming I'm becoming more of a manifestational master. Whatever it is, just reaffirm to yourself, because that is going to manifest. Whew, okay, let me have a drink. How are you guys doing? Oh man. Okay. All right. Let's see. Okay. How do you, wait. You have to be more, okay. You got the awareness, you need to be more deliberate with your affirmations. And not just being deliberate with your affirmations, you need to make that your way of thinking. Okay. Like, I've been there. I understand what it's like to have negative thoughts. I understand what it's like to feel like you can't just be a positive person. And like this whole thing, the reason why we are all sitting here right now is because I was trying to figure out how to deal with my anger issues. So where was I going with this? Oh yeah, being deliberate with your affirmations. It is a lifestyle. It is a way of thinking. This is how you want your brain to function at all times. So now, because I have made it a habit, because I force myself in the most loving and gentle way, forced myself to be positive and forced myself to choose positive thoughts, redirected my negative thoughts when I had them, not let the 3D world affect me, and like just keep pushing forward, side face, whatever it is that feels like it's not in line with what I want. Because I've done that and been so diligent about it, now my brain thinks positive thoughts. My brain thinks in positive affirmations now automatically. And then I reaffirm it when it's happening. I say them over and over. If I get an affirmation, I'm like, ooh, I like that. And I'll kind of soak it in and say it a few times. It is more than just saying it. It is living it. My brain thinks in affirmations now because I've made it a habit, and it does not take long. You just need to be diligent. And it's so rewarding, because once you get to that point when that's how you think, you don't have to like manifest stuff. You just decide you want it. This is actually all my videos from this week are really going to go into depth with all of this, but tomorrow you'll see, I think manifesting has a weird connotation. It sounds like this frou-frou mystical thing, when in reality, manifestation is concept, it's selection, it's concept, it's consciousness, because everything is energy. Nothing can be created or destroyed. Everything that you want is already in existence, because the energy is already here. You just can't see it or interpret it with your human eyes and ears. So when you select it, you decide that you want it, you're like, yeah, I want that. And you choose it, and you just become a vibrational match to it. It's effortless. So the more you're able to make this way of thinking your lifestyle, that's how you start manifesting. It's natural. And you just decide, yeah, I want that experience. And you just have it, because you don't question whether or not things are coming anymore, because you're practiced and you're disciplined, and you know that you are the power, and there is no other power in your world. There's nobody else in your reality that has any power. So like, it's all you. It's all you. It has to be you. You have to be able to get what you want, because that's how your walls are literally being held in place. You're doing it all at all times. So you got to start thinking bigger. How do you set it and forget, especially when it comes to an SP where you want to persist in your assumptions, but you don't want to overboard into obsessive territory? Okay. Again, I don't mean to keep plugging the videos for this week, but I will go into a lot. All these questions are like exactly what this week's topics are covering. But you have to think habitually in a positive way. You need to know that, like, if you select that reality where your SP is yours, that's your reality. And just because things happen that maybe are past manifestations coming up, because that can always happen, you just can't let them throw you off. Just because something from their past manifests, just because something manifests that you don't want, doesn't mean what you want isn't coming. You just have to, like, again, side face. So bye. Like, it doesn't affect you. It doesn't have to affect you, because even if something happens, you have the power in every single moment going forward to recreate it, or to create it the way you want it, or to flip it and to change it to something else, fine tune it, figure, I kind of liked this part, but I didn't like this. Let's do it like this. And you just laser focus. You continually look forward, and you keep your eye on the prize, and you don't let whatever's coming down the sides affect you, because it can't. It's like, my room I'm sitting in, my shirt I'm wearing, everything I'm experiencing, this is a past manifestation coming to exist, okay? What I'm manifesting right now is in the vibrational level. Some of it's in the vibrational level down here in like my solar plexus area, and the rest of it is kind of like in the brainwave state. It's gone from vibration to thought or to impulse. So all of these things are manifesting, and then they will come out and be on the screen of my reality or in my 3D world. But the stuff that's already here, this is my past. I'm living, literally physically living in my past, while in my mind, I'm living in my present moment, continuing to unfold. So you just, like I said, you have to start thinking about this all the way around. You cannot just segregate your power into your SP, or into one thing, or this thing and this thing and this thing that I'm manifesting. No. You're trying to cut a sandwich with a death ray. You have infinite power within you. It's all encompassing. Your SP, if he's not with you, he's not with anybody, literally. If he's not with you, he doesn't exist. He's lucky enough to be in your existence. You're allowing him to exist in your reality. That's the way you need to start thinking about things. You're the power. There's nobody else in your reality that has power, or can decide, can choose, can do anything. It's all you. So stay focused. And then, okay, yeah, sorry, let me get the rest of your question. To avoid going into obsessive territory. That's why we want to focus on our whole lives as a whole, and not just segregate into like the SP, because when you're waiting for your SP, we know that things have a gestational period on Earth time doesn't really exist, but moments pass here. So we know that that happens. So in the meantime, we're working on the other stuff. We're telling ourselves how awesome we are. We're building up our self-love and self-confidence. We are manifesting money. We're manifesting career changes. We're manifesting houses. We're manifesting friends. We're doing all of it. We're doing our whole lives, because again, your life is not just your SP. Your life is not just your career. Everything comes into your life all day long. So don't like use all that infinite power to focus on one little tiny blob of energy that you're calling a person, okay? Because it's just so much more than what you're giving it. So yeah, spend your time focusing on yourself and manifesting other stuff while you're waiting. Both your parents suffer from personality disorders. I'm an only child and they're overwhelming and exhausting. I struggle to shift them into different state. How do you have any suggestions? Okay, so this one's a little tough because you're so ingrained with it, and our parents like fuck us up so bad, and they don't mean to. It's not a bad thing, but it's just like, it's impossible for you to get out of your childhood unscathed. Even people that have like, you know, like Paris Hilton, you think has like a dream childhood, still put out a sex tape. You know what I mean? Like we all get messed up somehow, no matter what your upbringing is. So first things first, you have to stop telling the story about your parents. And I know that it's probably really hard because you're going to have, you know, however old you are, many years of manifestational momentum built up in that direction of my parents are this, they behave like this, they act like this is what they do, this is how I feel. When they do this, I feel like this. So you're like, your brain is hardwired to react certain ways to your parents' behavior. So you have to, first things first, you have to understand that you are holding them in the vibrational pattern that they are in. By you continuing to tell this story and you adhering to it so hard, you are preventing them from ever like graduating beyond it. And I know that's kind of hard to like wrap our minds around because, you know, things like personality disorders or mental health or physical disabilities, things like that, we don't really like, it's hard for us to imagine being able to actually fix that. So what I would say for you is to stop saying that they have first of all, stop saying that they have the issues. You know, don't even give it a name. Don't talk about it unless you're at the doctor and you have to talk about it. Like, if it's not absolutely dire for you to bring it up and say those words, don't talk about it. And you have to begin telling the story of their recovery, no, let's take that back. Let's not even do that because we don't want to add in the history of the illness. We just want to tell the story of them being happy and healthy, finding themselves, understanding themselves, getting the help that they need, being whole and living in a healthy and positive way. You're going to have to tell that story and persist in it for the rest of your life. Honestly, I mean, I can't, like, I don't have any of my own personal experience to say how to do this as far as mental illnesses go, because there's like this mountain to climb in our minds that we think like, well, this is how they are. They have a chemical imbalance or whatever. They have an actual mental disorder. How am I going to manifest them just being regular people? Well, that's on you. Honestly, that's the mountain you have to climb. That is the switch that you have to make in your mind. You need to decide what it is that you want from them. Do you want, you know, parents that have never had mental illness, that have raised you completely healthy and you had the greatest childhood? If that's the case, you need to rewrite that story, and then you have to operate from that standpoint from there on. You can't entertain any of your own issues in that case, because that's like affirming that you got them from your parents, basically. So it's like twofold. You have to quit telling the story about your parents. You got to quit telling the story about yourself. You need to operate from the standpoint that everybody's healthy and loving and perfect, and your life has gone exactly the way you want it to go, or that from this point forward, it's going to go perfectly. And no matter what happens, we know that we're here for love and growth and learning and understanding. And that's your whole purpose for being on this planet. So I would say now that I've kind of talked through all that, my best advice to you would be to stop telling the story about your parents or yourself. Rewrite the story. You're all healthy and happy. You're growing. You're loving yourself. You're discovering new ways to be comfortable in your own skin, and you're enjoying each other's company in that process. End of story. And then you have to persist in it again. Okay, where are we at? Okay, this person said hello 85 times. Okay, I'm hi. I'm here. I got to scroll down. We have a lot of comments here. Okay. Where were we? Okay. What does it mean when I'm sad or worrying, but more neutral, non-reacting, but also not manifesting the big things? Is that a state? Not sure what's happening, if it makes sense. It sounds like, I don't really know how to interpret this. I'm going to say it sounds like you are just settling in mediocrity and just allowing the status quo to continue to dictate your future. So what I would say is take control and start making it a deliberate habit to think good thoughts, compliment yourself, tell the story of the reality you want to live in and be and embody, and then be it, and don't sway from it. Do you remember when you go to bed at night alone before your manifestation came? Okay, I do. God, let me see. That's kind of a hard thing, because when I was that age, I was drinking every night. And if I was in my own bed, I was passing out from drinking. So, not saying that that's a good answer, but I don't know. I remember feeling like like, why won't my husband give me what I need? Like, why won't he go all the way? He was giving me like half of what I needed, and then not giving me the other half. But as I've gone down this journey, as I have understood my role in my own world, my own power, that was because I wasn't giving myself. I wasn't saying, okay, you're not giving me what I need. You're not treating me with the respect I deserve, which means I wasn't treating myself with the respect I deserve. I'm not going to deal with this anymore. Bye. And I did do that. And that's the moment that he came back and was like, oh, hey, actually, I want to be here for you. But I'm guessing that if you are feeling lonely, if you're feeling alone, you're wondering where your manifestation is, you're not giving yourself self-love. You're not giving yourself satisfaction and treating yourself with respect, because otherwise you would be able to self-soothe and be comforted in the knowing that things are happening regardless of whether or not you can see them in this vibrational reality. Because again, your person, your ideal situation, your perfect relationship already exists, but you need to be the vibrational match to it. So like if you're trying to get a person and you want to be in a relationship with them, look at your behavior, because the version of you that's in a perfect relationship with that person, that's not worrying about where they are, not worrying about why they're not calling, not worrying about why they're not texting, that version of you, again, is not worrying about that. They're not wondering where they are. They know, they're secure in their knowing. They're not questioning whether or not this person wants to be with them. They're not questioning their own worth. They're good. They're thinking about other things in their life because they know that that's not everything. So like I'm gonna use this. You're putting the pussy on a pedestal from 40-Year-Old Virgin. Honestly, though, that's what it is. It's like you're my SP, I want this person, I'm so lonely. But like, that's not what you in that relationship is thinking. The version of you that's in that reality that you're trying to tune to, you're not going to get there if you're feeling lonely, because that version of you isn't lonely. That version of you is completely fulfilled in themselves. So you have to find ways to feel love and fulfillment within yourself so that it can replicate. And when it replicates, you feel it more, and then you feel it more, so it replicates more. And then as you go along, the things from your life fall into place, including your specific person. The moment you stop pushing back, the moment you stop, and I'm not trying to judge you, but this is how it comes off. The moment you stop with the desperate, needy behavior, that's when it can come to you, because you repel it by wondering where it is and questioning it and fearing it not coming to you and doubting it and doubting yourself and not loving yourself. That's not the you that's in that relationship. So keep that in mind. Okay, I feel like vibrating at a high level physically feels like, that's the last one. Okay. How do you behave with people while recreating them? I think you have to be coy about it. And this is the same way that you behave around other people that are like, asking you like about your manifestation. Just be coy. If you're with your person and they're not doing what you want, you just have to smile to yourself and be like, ha, if only you knew what our reality is actually like. If only like, it's a joke. You have to treat it as like a, ha ha, that's funny, because actually you're in love with me and we're spending the rest of our lives together. It needs to be like that. It has to be fun. It has to be lighthearted. It has to be like, no, okay. You can act like that, but in reality, it's like this. Keep it in here. Be coy. Be lighthearted about it. And it's the same if someone asks you if they, how's this going with your person? You're like, oh, we're both doing really good, or we're both working on ourselves, and I can't wait to see how it comes together when we're, when we meet back up. You want to just kind of be vague, but be positive expectancy. Like, okay, yeah, sure, it's all good. Behave the way you want, because in my reality, it's like this, and you just have to reaffirm it, reaffirm it, reaffirm it, reaffirm it. How do you overcome jealousy? Okay, jealousy that's your own insecurities, feelings of inadequacy, feeling of unworthiness. I've said this before, I'll say it a million times. I hate the word unworthy. I think it should be stricken from the dictionary. It does not exist. It does not make sense. You chose to come to this world in the body you're in, to the parents you were born to the family situation you're in, the financial situation, the physical body you have. You chose it. You knew what you were getting yourselves into. And you are operating in a reality where you're the only person with creative control, okay, or any kind of control. So therefore, your world would not exist if you weren't worthy to be here, if you weren't supposed to be here doing all of these things. I tell my clients, it's like PlayStation, or whatever, Xbox, whatever. It's sitting there. If it's not on, it's not on. Nothing's going on. But the moment I turn it on and I have a controller, now I'm in my world. And that world exists solely because I'm sitting there playing it. And then when I'm done and I turn it off, it doesn't exist anymore. And that's how Earth is. That's how your world is. So because the fact that you're sitting here and you're experiencing life means that you are supposed to be here. And if you're supposed to be here, you're supposed to be here to enjoy all the riches of life, because why would you come here if not? So anything that you feel jealous about someone else having or doing, think about your outside world as a catalog. I think that everything that is in my physical world is a catalog for me to say, ooh, I want that, or I don't want that. Yeah, that looks nice. I'll take one of those. I'll take one of these, take one of this. It's just a chance for you. It's like the universe showing you, hey, this is all the options that you can have. You can have everything here. It's like a menu. Your whole world is a menu. So if someone has what you want, instead of being jealous, which communicates to the universe, I don't have that. And the universe is like, okay, they don't have that. Copy. They don't have that. Copy. And it just replicates, because the feeling is what replicates. You see someone else having what you want and you say, ooh, I want that. Thank you for showing that to me. That's mine. It's coming to me. And then you just start living from the moment of, okay, this is on its way. How do I behave? How do I perform? How do I become the best version of me to be able to accept that when it's ready to come to me? Here's another analogy I use for my clients. If you are going to, okay, you are a ship. Your body is a ship. Your brain is the captain. You are in the waters of the world, and you can go to every single port on the entire planet. All you have to do is set your navigation for it, and you're off to go, okay? Once you set your navigation, let's say we're going to Jamaica. That's where we're going. Jamaica is our end goal. We know we're going to Jamaica. We don't need to reaffirm it 100 times, or we don't need to try to manifest going to Jamaica anymore. We already know we're going there, so we can just be like, okay, I'm going to Jamaica. Now our thoughts are no longer about, I want to go to Jamaica. How am I going to get to Jamaica? We already know we're going there. Now our thoughts are, I got to get my passport. I need to get flip-flops. I need to get a wax. I need to get a spray tan or whatever. I need to get my base tan. I need to get a bathing suit. Now we are preparing for the us that will be in Jamaica. Because if we were to go to Jamaica right this second, if you were to instantly be in that vibrational reality of what you want, the version that you are now, if I left this moment and was in Jamaica, I wouldn't have a passport. I wouldn't have flip-flops. I wouldn't have sunscreen. I wouldn't have sunglasses. I might not have any cash on me. I would not have a good time. I would not be the best version that I could be for that trip. And I want to enjoy the hell out of that trip when I get there. So what we're going to do is we set our course for Jamaica. We know that we're going there because our navigation system is driving us. We're not the navigation system, okay? We're watching out for icebergs, and we're making sure that we are staying the course, and we're letting the storms pass us, but we're still going to Jamaica. In the meantime, we're getting ready. We're building up our self-love. We're building up all of the things within us that will make us the best partner, the best employee, the best candidate for whatever. We have to become that version of us so that when we do get to Jamaica, we have all of our shit and we're not worried about anything, and all we're doing is enjoying our time there. Okay? That's what life is. Okay, yeah, you feel like vibrating at a high level. It feels like a sort of a buzz. What does it feel like? That's exactly what it feels like. It feels like you're high. Like when I meditate and I come out of a meditation, before I quit my job to do this full time, I would have to meditate like hard. And I don't mean like that, but like I had to meditate before work and I had to carry that high with me. I would come out of my meditations like, whoa, man, like super honestly feeling high. And then I work from home. So I'd literally be right here doing, sorry, my desk is a mess right now. I'm sorry. And I would just wait. I would feel that high, carry that high feeling as long as I possibly could, as long as I possibly could. And I would just like anything that happened that I didn't like about my job, I would just be like, no, it's all good, man. And I would just like stay there. And I forced myself to stay there. So yes, it feels like you're high. That's a good spot. That's a good place to be because it just like, oh yeah. You just like soak in the knowing of your power. Okay. If we were living in the end moment as if my SP is in my 3 reality. Yes, I'm doing well with self-soothing and self-love, new hobbies. However, do we date others? You can. It's your world. It's if it makes you happy in the meantime, honestly, your satisfaction and happiness is the answer to everything. If it makes you happy and it doesn't harm you, then do it, you know? If it's going to mess up your manifestation, if it's going to make you feel guilty, then I would say no. But if all that it does is make you feel like wanted and good and exciting and lively, then yeah, do it. Just don't insert any doubts or worry into it. Because it's all your creation either way. So whether or not you feel guilty about it, you're going to get more things to feel guilty about. Whether you feel bad about it, you're going to get more things to feel bad about. So just feel good about it so you get more things to feel good about. Hold on, I gotta take some. I gotta replenish my throat. If you're interested in one-on-one coaching from me, you can go to my website, roxyleehart.com/get-more-Roxy-Talks, and we can discuss your exact issue. Okay, I've worked so much on rewriting new beliefs. I practice daily. And the in-between is the confusing part. Single until he shows up in 3D. Okay, yeah, that's what I've just been saying. Listen, you have to find fulfillment within yourself. That is the answer. That's not the answer anybody wants to hear. But listen, I don't care. Your manifestation is your manifestation. It doesn't like affect me at all whether or not you get it. But if you want the answer to your question, that's the answer. You have to be okay with yourself. You have to feel okay and satisfied and fulfilled in order to get more things to feel satisfied, okay, and fulfilled about. If you feel lonely, your feelings replicate. There's no discernment. The universe is not judging. The universe is not like, oh, she really likes this, but she doesn't like this. No, the universe doesn't fucking know. It just knows what you feel and it replicates your feeling. So if you feel lonely, guess what? You're going to get more things to feel lonely about. You're going to continue pushing your SP out into the future, out into the future, out into the future. You have to feel good now. It has to feel good now so that feeling can replicate. And when you feel good, it replicates. And then something replicates and you feel good about it. And then you feel good, so it replicates. It's a cycle. It's a mirror. You have to be like, you guys are like looking for the answers outside of yourself. You're putting your power outside of yourself. You're watching all the videos, you're reading the books, you're trying to do all these things when the answers lie within you. The things that manifest in your world are a direct reflection of exactly how you feel about yourself and how you feel about the world. So examine what's in your world. If someone's treating you with disrespect, treat yourself with respect. If someone is not giving you attention, give yourself some attention and some self-love. If someone is not calling you back or ignoring you, then you have something within you that needs your attention and needs you to focus on it and needs you to put yourself first. It's very easy to self-diagnose what your issue is if you just look at it objectively. Oh, 2 pennies and a feather yesterday. Yes, see? And then, so celebrate those. Even those little things. I celebrate every feather. I collect a lot of them. And every time I tell myself now that manifesting $1 million is as easy as manifesting a feather or a butterfly, because it is. Everything is energy. So now when I see feathers, not only do I celebrate them and I'm like, ooh, a manifestation. Now I'm like, oh, $1 million. And I get really excited. I'm thinking about in big, huge sums of money and just like, I'm just expanding my everything, the way I think about all of it. It's all encompassing. I am not just my SP. I am not just a manifestor. I'm not just my YouTube. I am holding the walls in place around me. Okay. So you guys cannot just stop segregating your power. Stop thinking it's this little tiny infinitesimal thing. Stop focusing it on this like blob of energy that's like so minuscule and compared to the entire world at your fingertips. You guys are so powerful. It's like, you're doing yourself such a disservice by allowing, a random SP, just some blob of a energy that you're allowing to be in your existence. You're now that now you're allowing, so let's start over. You're allowing them to be in your existence, and now you're deciding that they have the power over how you feel. They decide what happens in your life. No, 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 no. We're not doing that. Manifested your SP back after 2 years. A few weeks ago, only spent a weekend with him and he ghosted me. What the hell? You just don't get it. Well, what do you expect to have? Like, that sounded really accusatory. I didn't mean it like that. I mean, honestly, what did you expect to happen? Do you have doubts? Do you have fears? Were you worried that, okay, I got it back now, I hope he stays, like, oh my God, he better stay. He better stay. I hope he doesn't ghost me again, or whatever. Look at what behavior you have been thinking about when you got him back. Where are you at within your internally? Because again, it's just a reflection. You'll see, like, if someone's ghosting you, they're not giving you attention. They're not putting you first. You're not putting you first. Circumstances don't matter. Exactly. How do you ask the universe? How do you be clear with your intentions? Well, I mean, there's a lot of ways. You don't have to, like, ask the universe in a formal way. You're manifesting everything at every moment. You're manifesting your blood pumping. You're manifesting your brain working. You're manifesting your digestion. You're manifesting the walls around you. If you decide you want something, it's already done. It's the doubts and the fears and the worry that cause things to not come to you and cause things to take time. So your whole purpose is to learn how to turn down the knob, turn down the volume of the doubts. That's what really we need to do here. So I would say if you're feeling like you're not being clear, then write it out. Write a story exactly how you want it to go. Put it on paper, explaining exactly what you want to experience, how you feel now that is your reality. Write it from the present I am tense. I am this. It feels amazing. I am doing these things. People treat me this way. I love feeling the feelings of blah, blah, blah. And then once you have that story, then you just keep that as your story. You keep it as your end goal. You know that it's always there. Like I said with the analogy of going to Jamaica, you know you're going to Jamaica. You're not going to buy another ticket, or you're not going to try to go to Jamaica. We're already on our way. We know that's our goal. We don't need to like meddle with it and try to make it happen and like try to get there faster. Like, you're already on your way. So just prepare yourself for when you get there. But yeah, writing them down, being clear with what you want. You need to know what you want. Maybe if you feel like you're not being clear to the universe, maybe you don't truly understand what you want. So I would say write it out. That's usually an easier way to kind of like get all your thoughts out on paper so you can see them concretely. And if you need to like write out a whole story and then like boil it down to something and then rewrite an exact version of what you want, that's fine. Just fine tune it. That's what we're doing. We're always fine tuning. Is it possible we can be a certain vibration that doesn't match our SP? Like, he could be at a lower vibration. You're going to match eventually. So either you're going to bring him up or he's going to bring you down. But it's all you. So you need to work on your own. You need to be okay with you. And if he's showing up as anything less than that, you've still got some sort of lingering thing, like a doubt, a fear, an expectation, an insecurity, something like that. And that's why we want to like find them and address them at the root so that they're not remanifesting and they're not like lurking in the shadows ready to come up again. And like the person before that said they manifested someone back and then they went away again, that shows me that you have some sort of doubt or fear or whatever that's like still lingering that hasn't been dealt with. And that's why it manifested again. How do I know if my manifestation has been heard? It has. Like I said, you're always manifesting. You set your intention. I want that done. That's all you need. Or I have that. That's nice. I select that. Say I select. Instead of I want this, I select that, because that's what you're doing. Your world is a catalog. Your world is a menu. If you want a reality, you just have to select it and then allow yourself to become the vibrational match to it. Whatever that vibrational match is, be the version of you that has it. So yeah, if you want it, it's heard. The universe knows what you want because you can't shut up about it. What if your SP isn't a low vibration? Oh, I just did that one. Okay. Yeah. Didn't we just answer this? You guys had the same question. Or is this the same person? Yeah, same question. Yeah, okay. If your SP is in a lower vibration than you, how do you raise his vibration so you can sink in? You need to address the issue that is still manifesting within that relationship because he's a reflection of you. Where were we? When I told my specific person my feelings, he said that he wasn't ready for a relationship because of trauma from his past relationships. Does that mean that I'm not ready for a relationship either? Yeah. Simple. See, that's what I'm talking about. It's very, very easy to self-diagnose it. So what aren't you ready for? Have you been hurt? Are you afraid of rejection? Have you seen relationships fall apart? Have you never had a successful relationship? Find out what it is that's manifesting that, and then just talk yourself out of it. Like, not all relationships are toxic. Not all relationships are bad. Not everybody cheats. Not everybody, what's another one? Lies. Love is possible for you. It's possible for everybody. Just the fact that you want it and you can conceive of a healthy relationship means that that reality exists for you. You just have to tune to it. Been feeling stuck. I'm doing better now. I've manifested great things before. Yeah. Remind yourself every single day. It is a practice. I have to tell myself, like, I brainwash myself every day. Actually, let me rephrase that. I used to brainwash myself every day, but now I'm more on the other end of it. I'm like, I was going up the roller coaster and now I'm kind of going down the hill, and things just happen fast when you're on that side because you have all that momentum built up. So I brainwashed myself for probably a few 4 or 5 months every day, but now I'm in the place where it's completely automatic, and and I wouldn't say it took 4 or 5 months to do it, but that's where I started, and it led me to the fast track. And there was a moment where I was like, oh my God, I have been telling all these limiting stories this whole time. And I finally was like, oh my God, I see what I've been doing. I see the story I'm telling. I'm not telling that anymore. I don't care how many overdraft fees I get. I'm making thousands of dollars every single day. Money comes to me in huge sums all the time. Money always flows because money does always flow. So you just have to tell the new story and then not let it, that's it. That's the story. You're getting bogged down in this 3D world. This is a fantasy world. This is fake. This isn't even reality. This isn't even you now. This is you in the past. This is an illusion. Everything around us, we are energy. All atoms are 99.9% empty space. Nothing is actually physically here. So where was it? God, I lose my train of thought so quickly. Just knowing that I'm doing it all. It's all responding to me. It all has been and always will be. So the moment that you're able to snap out of the illusion of, I remember I was going to say, you're living in a fantasy land already. So don't be afraid to live in the one in your mind. Live there, be in your mind. I'm in my new house right now. That's where I am. That's where I'm going. That's my destination. And I don't have another destination. So it doesn't matter how long it takes me to get there because I'm already there. You know what I mean? You got to reaffirm your power all the time. Okay. I have the issue with money that only comes from clients or being with a man. Okay. I totally get you. That's kind of where I was at. I was telling myself, I'm building my business. It's slow going. It's getting there. I'm working really hard, but it's getting there. I know it'll work out. I know it will work out. I was putting it in the future. It's getting there. It's slow going. I'm building it. And then one day I was like, why am I saying that about my business? What am I doing? No, my business is booming. People are reaching out to me every single day. I get new clients every single day. Also with yours as well, because I was thinking that too, is money doesn't have to come from clients. Money can come from anywhere. Money comes from anywhere. Money is energy. It can come into your reality in any moment. You can manifest anything at any moment, and you have to just start opening your minds up to the fact that money can come in any possible way. The world is so freaking weird. You could find a briefcase on the ground full of $10,000. You could be offered a contract. You could find a winning lottery ticket. You could buy a winning lottery ticket. You could get an inheritance you never knew you had. And that's super limiting too, just thinking that. Those are just ways that I think money can come. But honestly, it can come in any way at any time. And you have to open your mind up to the fact that this world is not what it seems. It's not this 3D concrete thing we've been led to believe. It's not even solid. This is happening because of friction. This is electrons moving so fast and powerfully against each other that they're bouncing off of each other. That is why it feels like it's solid. It's not because it is solid. It's because there's energy like a force field. You know how you do this and you can feel the energy? You actually feel that bounciness because we're energy. You're just a piece of energy in a larger piece of energy, a magnetic field of energy within energy. So it can come in any way. Magic is real. Magic is what we're living. Okay. Were we talking about a documentary? Okay. Sorry, I'm confused about this comment. But yeah, having a so what. I like that. Have a so what moment. That is perfect. That's how I treat it. So what? So what if you get an overdraft fee? So what? I'll just pay it. I don't care. Money just comes. Who cares? Like, you cannot let things affect you. Person has your SP. Enjoy him while he lasts, because he is mine. We are together. And thank you for showing me that I have insecurities I need to deal with. That's how you need to treat things that come up in your world. Things that pop in your reality that don't go in line with the manifestation that you're working on. Don't give them any energy. And if you do, use them as a gauge. Use them as a token of reflection to say, oh, okay, I see I have some issues with insecurity. I have some issues with worthiness. I have some issues with adequacy. What can I do to make myself feel better? What can I do to remind myself that I am worthy and adequate and full of everything that whatever. You need to remind yourself constantly and not let those things affect you. They're just there to show you what, here, this is a mirror of your inside world. This is what's going on within you. This is why it's not manifesting. Take it as a gift, because that's what it is. What is my opinion on tarot reading? I think that tarot reading is just, if it's a mirror of you. Everything's a mirror. So holy shit, I just accidentally scrolled to the bottom. Oh my God, there's so many comments. Where were we? Tarot, yeah, it's just a reflection of you. They're reading your current energy. And so if you can't step out of yourself and see what's going on, then I would say go ahead and do it. But if you feel like it's reading your future, it's only like reading your current energy's future. Like, if you were to stay on that vibration, where you would go. That's my opinion. I feel like you got everything neutralized except your SP. Yeah, listen, you got relationship issues that are deep, or self-esteem issues, or something like that that are going to keep coming up until you deal with them. I had a family member with mental illness. The only thought I continuously had was that my family was happy and stable, and that no matter what, things will get better. Yeah, you really just have to persist in it. That's the answer. I can't tell you guys how long something is going to take, or why you feel this way. I mean, if you have coaching, I can help you uncover it, but like, I don't know the answer to I don't know what your problem is. Like, I can just tell you that if you work on yourself and you become okay in all areas of your life, then all areas of your life become okay. It's not the other way around. You don't become okay because everything else becomes okay. They become okay because you become okay. It's reflection. And now that family member is completely better and truly happy and got all the help they need. Exactly. Thank you, Kim. Okay, perfect. That's exactly what we're talking about. Cannot drink anymore. Okay, there's a good thing. I'm going to make a video about this eventually, but here's the problem with drinking and manifesting. When we all have like a certain place we go when we get drunk. Some of us are angry drunk. Some of us are like crazy. Some of us are wild and uninhibited. I have a point where I get like, I start thinking about people, my sister that passed away. So that's pretty much where I go. And once I go to that point, like my nights, I'm like wrecked. I'm bawling my eyes out and stuff like that. So the problem with alcohol is that once you get to that point, once you get to that, like, I think Eliza Schlesinger calls it your party demon. Once your party demon comes out and you get to that no turning back point, the problem is that when you're like, say it's your SP, when that topic comes up, you are like unable to talk yourself back up. You're like done. You're oh, sorry guys. You're like completely done. You're gone, and you're not going to be able to move that vibration back up because you're just like, your brain is not like set to fix things in that moment. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you try to fix things when you're drunk, you just end up making them worse. And then here's the other problem with drinking, is that it usually leads you to pass out. So if you pass out in that vibration that you're in, of like hating your SP, or crying, like worrying about your loss, or whatever it is that your issue is, feeling crazy, feeling mad, you're like basically like meditating. Like, I consider sleep like a long meditation, because you're in your subconscious, your vibration is wherever you last left it. So if you go to sleep in a negative vibration, you wake up feeling like shit again, because you've been vibrating, your whole soul has been vibrating on that vibrational frequency the whole time you've been sleeping. So if you get drunk and you get mad, or you get lonely, or you get angry, or you get sad, or you feel not good enough, and then you wallow in it, you soak it up, you reaffirm it. Oh, I am a piece of shit. Everything sucks. Everything in my life is awful. I'm not even going to finish saying these things. And then you pass out in that vibration, like you've got, oh my God, that whole time you're just manifesting more things to feel inadequate about. And then you wake up and you feel like shit, of course, because how could you not? So yeah, drinking is, if you can do it in moderation, then fine. But if you're having like issues with drinking and manifesting, I would say cut back for a while. And quitting drinking changed my entire life, by the way. That was the catalyst for all of this, was me quitting drinking. And I didn't, because I was going on my music career for so long. I had just this tunnel vision of like, I'm going to be a famous singer. I'm going to be a famous singer. I'm going to be a famous singer. And when I quit drinking, I realized like, I don't want that life anymore. I didn't want that like crazy paparazzi, people in your business type of life. That was not who I was anymore. I wasn't resonating with that person anymore. And I didn't know, because I had not been sober long enough to sit with my feelings and thoughts about it. And it took me like being sober for like, well, I had a record coming out also. So I quit drinking, and then I had this record that I was putting out, and it was like this whole whirlwind of stuff. And then once my record came out and I was able to like just rest and just be myself, I was like, what the fuck am I doing with my life? This is not who I want to be. So that's just is the bull nose ring a sign for being a lesbian? Steve, go fuck yourself. Okay, what's next? Okay, yes. Thanks for the reminder. We constantly need reminders. We do constantly need reminders. And you need to tell them to yourself. You need to tell yourself all day long, constantly. You're the God. You're the only God. Everything is responding to you. You are awesome. You're amazing. Everything is working out best case scenario. Everything is working out for you. The universe is constantly conspiring to make everything that you want happen. You get everything that you want. Just tell yourself this. This is like, I tell myself this stuff all day long, every day. Oh, I wish I knew better Spanish. Fuck. I only understand half those words. I'm sorry. Okay. I have this belief that my energy repels guys I find attractive. How can I change this around? Well, listen, if you have the belief, then it does. You have energy that repels guys you find attractive only because you believe it and you're adhering to it. So you need to say things like, let's see, you want to say things that have to do with like having mutual attraction. My energy repels guys I find attractive. Okay. It's so like, this is your new story. It's so awesome. Every guy that I find attractive thinks the same about me. Guys that I like me back. Everybody that I show romantic interest in shows it back to me. It's really awesome. I actually really love that feeling of liking somebody and feeling them like me back. You just need to change your story, and then that's it. You don't get to tell the old story anymore. This is the last time you're ever going to say your energy repels guys you find attractive. Never again. From this moment forward, what we're manifesting is that they can't keep their eyes off of you. They are drawn to you magnetically. They find you so refreshing and enthralling and exciting and beautiful and endearing. And that's how you need to think about yourself, so that they can think that about you as well. Okay. What about when there's zero communication, zero contact? I've been here before, but shit fire. I forget how it was before. Okay. Shit fire. Never heard that one. If there's zero communication, that's good, because then your SP is not going to be able to muck up your vibration by like doing something fuckery, doing some sort of fuckery that will make you feel bad. So that's good. Zero contact, that gives you a chance to work on yourself without interruption, and like, don't focus on them for a minute. Just give yourself some time. Like, people reach out to me. They're like, I've been doing this for 10 to 15 days. Where are they? I'm like, do you hear yourself? Do you honestly hear yourself? Would you want to date you with that kind of energy? No, nobody does, obviously, because you're writing me about this shit. So it's got to be okay here. Think about, like, you know, those people that never have a problem getting a partner or always get who they want? They don't stress about it. They walk into a room and they're like, I'm the shit, and everybody's here for me and they want me. And they don't question it. They don't question their worth. They don't question their anything. It has nothing to do with looks. It has to do with how you feel about yourself and what you will take and what you will not stand for from other people. You have to set standards and you need to adhere to them. Oh, your weed chocolate just kicked in. All right. Hey. Okay. I'm in such a great vibration right now, and I see you're live, and it just enhances it. Yes, that's where you need to be. You see that, you feel good. Something reaffirms it. Something more exciting, not more exciting, but something else exciting happens. Something else positive. Yes, more positive stuff to manifest. Literally, I celebrate every manifestation. You have to, because it's just replicating that feeling. Sorry, my voice is like getting scratchy. I saw one of your vids on how you had inner knowing that your husband was for you. What if we don't have that, but get signs when asking you versus this is our answer? I mean, it's fine. I just have, I have always had like, how do I word this? I've been able to interpret or understand vibrations at a very young age. My dad is like psychic. So my whole life I've been very intuitive. So I have had moments with people, and not just like romantically, but with friends as well too, where I've met somebody or I've seen them and I know like, okay, that person is in my, like that person's supposed to be in my life. We're supposed to be friends. We're supposed to be together, whatever. It's happened to me probably maybe like between like 5 and 10 times my whole life. So Chris, my husband, just happens to be somebody that happened with. Like I met him and I was like, that's that guy. Like I just knew it. But that doesn't mean that I haven't, like I've manifested other people, and you know, I mean, you can manifest whatever you want. It's your reality. If you feel limited, then you will be limited by exactly what you think you're limited by. So you are the universe. And here's another thing, guys, that I hear people saying, oh, the universe did this and the universe is telling me this. Is the universe doing this? Is the universe sending me signs? The universe is like the delivery system. You are the God. You are the discerning power. You are the chooser. You are the judgment. You are the punisher. There's nothing else outside of you that's deciding whether or not you're worthy, whether or not you should get it now, whether or not you deserve that, whether or not that's for you or not. It's not that. It's you. You're the universe. It's not. The universe is the delivery system. You are the orderer, the mechanism. You're like the chooser. Let's see, how do we do this? You are the customer, the discerner, the chooser. The 3D world is a menu for you to select from, and the universe is DoorDash, bringing you whatever you want. Okay. Lucille, you can't stand video games. You better learn how to stand them because you're in one right now. Okay. Oh my God, I'm going to block you. You're a little piece of shit. Goodbye. These people. Sorry. Okay. All right, what's next? Okay, YouTube. I don't need to have 7 things to click. All right. How can I learn not to give away my power, talk too much in difficult situations? I've been practicing law of attraction for 6 months to get everything else. I don't know what that word. Sussed. Oh, get everything else that you need. Need an answer. Listen, this is the kind of behavior. If it repels me when people are like, can you please respond? I need an answer. Like, excuse me. First of all, I am a person, okay? I'm giving 24/7, okay? Second of all, that's what you're telling the universe. Excuse me, I need an answer. Guess what? You're going to continue to need an answer and continue to need an answer. That needy, desperate behavior is not going to help you in any way, okay? So if you are having issues with your SP, they're not coming to you. You need to address your entitled behavior. You need to address your needy behavior. You need to address the desperation. You need to address why you're not okay in your own skin while it's not showing up. And you need to not be demanding of people, because nobody is going to respond. Like if you demand something from someone, they're not going to be like, oh, let me give it to you. You demanded it from me. No, you demand something. And for me, I'm instantly like, how about I just skip your question, because it's very rude. We're all here. We're all working together. You have your own issues to deal with, and they're nobody else's problem but your own. So if you're having trouble with your manifestations, you need to look inside and you need to figure out why you're not okay with what's going on. Okay. Oh, Steve. God, I'm just going to have to block you too. God, these people. Yeah. Yeah, we'll give you this one. Okay. All right, YouTube. Sorry. Okay, get out of here. God, sorry, guys. I just okay, yeah. I'm not going to have people out on my feed saying like rude, disrespectful things. This guy. Can I just block you? God, you're an idiot. Okay. All right. Why haven't people viewing this live chat Hit like. Come on, people. Oh, thanks. Okay, Leah. Yeah, please hit like. Thank you. Okay, what's next? Butterflies living life. One dislike. Okay, I don't care. Need one-on-one private. Yeah, so you can sign up for coaching at roxyleehart.com/get more Roxy Talks. It's also in the description below. Okay, thanks, Leanne. I didn't want you to think I'm attacking you, just so you know, but like that, you gotta get that needy behavior in check. And it wasn't just you. I've had that before. People trying to like demand attention from you. Okay. Okay. I need to know about the no contact or ghosting. I'm really understanding you. I'm confused. Are you understanding or you still need to know? Let me know. How to fake it till you make it. Act like happy and you'll find happiness. Yeah, because everything replicates. Your feelings replicate. It's not about what you think you deserve. Actually, let me rephrase that. It is about what you think you deserve, but it's not about something else out there deciding what you deserve. It's you all the time. So if you want happiness, you need to be happiness, and then you'll get more of it. Can you apply this to people? My son lacks motivation and path, and I would like to help, but we argue a lot. Yes. Okay, perfect. I love this question. So first things first, I kind of discussed this earlier with the health thing, but you are holding your son in a vibrational pattern. I know that he's done things that have made you feel like he lacks motivation or whatever, but you have to understand that he's not really like in control in your reality. You are. So you need to be feeding yourself and him thoughts of positive encouragement. He's doing well. He actually just he's finding his passions. I'm so thankful that my son is finding his passions. I love seeing his face light up when he finds something that really fires him up. He is discovering himself. He is learning about himself. He is finding his path in this world. And I am so thrilled, period. End of story. We don't tell the other story anymore. You don't argue a lot. You don't ever say that anymore. You don't argue. You guys get along perfectly. He understands you and you understand him and you have a great relationship. What are your thoughts on fortune telling and tarot? Sorry if this is just asked. No worries. Okay, you just joined. Yeah, so fortune telling and tarot, they are reading your current energy. So it's everything in your world is a reflection of you. So I would say if you need guidance on what it is that's like how do I word this? What you're doing to block the things that you want, what behavior of yours is replicating in the manifestations of what you don't want, that's what you can go to a psychic for or tarot, but they're not going to like tell you a future. They're only telling you the vibrational, if you go down the road of the vibrational pattern that you're on, if you change what you want, you change what you decide, you can manifest a new reality at every single moment. So it's completely up to you. If you want to use it, I would use it as a tool to discover where your issues are lying, what your limiting beliefs are, what is standing in your way. You're right. The creeps don't exist. That's why I just block them, because I just don't want to see their things here. It doesn't affect me. I'm so far removed from like hate. You can't, it's not going to bother me. Okay. I can't fake being happy because it hurts. Well, then it's going to continue to hurt. You need to put you first. You need to make yourself a priority or else no one else will. You have to be the priority first before the rest of the world can treat you that way. And if you want to feel happiness, you need to find happiness. Think about things in your life that you know what it feels like to be happy. Things have made you happy, whether it's a puppy, whether it's an ice cream, maybe it was your favorite concert, maybe it was a day you went with your best friend. Something in your past has happened where you have felt happiness, so you know what it feels like. You can ask yourself, you can go into you don't even have to go into a meditation. You can just ask yourself, what does true happiness feel like? What does the version of me that feels true happiness feel like? And then that feeling will populate into your chest. You will be able to resonate with it. And then what you do is you soak that feeling and you feel it, you feel it, you feel it like, this is happiness. This is happiness. You reaffirm it. I feel happy. I can actually feel happy. I do feel happy. Reaffirm it, reaffirm it. The more you say I feel happy, the more happy you feel. Then once you make that feeling a habit, once you can like conjure it and you get comfortable with how it feels, like I know what happiness feels because I can literally just ask myself what it feels like and it'll populate into my like solar plexus area. So Once you can conjure the feeling of happiness, then you can pair it with your affirmations about how you want to, what you want to experience, or how you want to feel, or how you want things to go forward. You can combine the feeling that you already know with the thoughts of what you have. They don't have to coincide. They don't have to, that feeling doesn't have to come from what you want. You can use that feeling to bring what you want closer to you, or bring yourself into closer alignment with it by feeling about it, and then pairing it with the affirmation of, yes, I am in love. I love being in love. It feels so good to be loved. I love the feeling of loving myself. I love the feeling of other people showing me love. I love the feeling of giving love and getting love. You need to just like soak in it and just reaffirm it over and over. It has to be a habit, and you have to put yourself first. It needs to be your priority, or else, I mean, you can just like, it may, like, sometimes I feel like people are they're so used to telling an old story that they think they can't tell a new one, or they think it's hard. It's like, it's not hard. What's harder, to try and be happy and to think happy thoughts and push yourself in a better direction, or to continue to wallow in your misery for the rest of your life? That's way harder. Okay. That's way harder to do. So make it a priority. Put yourself first. Notice my thoughts prior to interaction with my son determine the outcome. Yes, they do. Don't subconsciously think about arguments. Absolutely not. Don't ever think an argument's going to happen with your son again. Never. You guys get along. You have the best relationship. You have like the kind of mother and son relationship that they put in a commercial. People are always telling you, you guys are like the model mom and son relationship. And I just want my relationship to be like that. I love seeing you guys together. Like, just tell the story how you want it to go. It does not matter. There's no one out there being like, why are you lying to yourself? And if there is, we side face them. We don't listen to them, because we're working on our own happiness. We don't care what other people think, because they're just a reflection of you again. So if you have little things coming up like, well, why are you doing this? Just tell it to shut up. It's like, shut up. I'm loving myself. It doesn't matter. I don't need a reason. What are your thoughts on this or something better? Yeah, definitely. Definitely. I watched Jake Juicy. I think that definitely, sometimes I forget to say that, but I don't think it matters. I think that if you just have that expectancy, yeah, it's like this or better. Of course. Hell yeah. Absolutely. Especially with an SP, because sometimes I feel like people's SPs are so douchey, which I guess as I'm saying this, it's a reflection of you. So I don't know, but if you're getting treated in a negative way, it's because you're not treating yourself right. So this or something better, this person or someone who treats me even exponentially better would be great. Just want things for him. Oh, I see Lucille was telling us, oh, gotcha. Yeah, okay. Just want good things for him, and he doesn't know what he wants to do, and I don't want to control his life, but can I manifest for him? Yes, you can. Stop telling the story. He doesn't know what he wants to do. He knows what he wants to do. He's fighting himself. Every single day he's coming closer into contact, closer to understanding what it is that he's here to do, and you are loving it. You're loving every minute of it. You love seeing that process unfold, and you love those aha moments on his face. You love seeing him come into being with his purpose, or however you want to word it. Your SP looked at your snaps the other night, and then her daughter texted me last night. Good. That's a sign you're breaking down the walls. I've been manifesting my SP for like a week now, being consistent every day, affirmation, scripting, visualization. That's good. Just remember that your SP is not your life. Like, people are so wrapped up in this SP. It's just like, what about the rest of your life? What does the rest of your life look like? What are you neglecting in your process of trying to get this person? Because I can tell you one thing you're neglecting is yourself. And that's evident by the fact that they're not there. What you think about toxic relationship? And today my SP just told me that our relationship is unhealthy because of our situation. Exactly what I thought while watching. Everyone is a reflection of me. Exactly. Now start telling the story. You guys you're working on yourselves. You're becoming better. You are learning exactly what it is that manifested the problems in your relationship, and you're working on it, and it's getting better every single day. His name pops up everywhere, and I see little signs. A song he sent me on the radio. Now, like when I try to do it, you feel like you need to do it less and less, because I feel like I'm telling myself it. The sky is blue, and like, duh, of course it's blue. Last night I dreamt he called me. I guess this is letting go. Yeah, you can tell yourself the sky is blue. Like, I mean, persist in your new reality when it feels good. Like, tell yourself, yes, it's this. Yes, it's this. It's this. It's this. It's this. Because it feels good, not because it's a chore. You don't want to like insert any struggle or doubts into it. And you don't want to feel like you're trying. Actually, that's my video out tomorrow, is like trying too hard. So make sure you stay tuned to that. Yeah, you got to let go of the neediness of it. You got to let go of the need for it to come to you. Oh, shit. Okay. Where's my space? Okay. Sorry, I lost my spot and now I can't. Good Lord. Sorry, guys. Okay, here we go. Oh, okay. We get stressed out about things that are not visible, and we put so much emotion into it. It happens. So why do we struggle with doing the same thing with positive things, not seeing but believing it will? Yeah, if you're getting stressed out about things that aren't here, you're literally bringing them into existence. Yeah, I think I blocked Steve's comments. You don't have to respond to him. He's an idiot. Okay, people are prone to always be the victim. That's all. Yeah. Okay, this is rough because okay, this person's kind of rude, but I am gonna address this because I do kind of agree about the playing the victim role. The problem with the victim role, it's not that they're fucked up and need to grow a set of gonads. Like, where are you people coming from? The problem with the victim mentality is that you are conditioned. Your brain is literally hardwired to feel like a victim and to attract more things to be victimized about. You feel like a victim, so you're victimized more, and then you're victimized more, and then you feel like a victim, and then you're victimized more, and you're like, see, I'm a freaking victim. Not saying that you use these words, but this is why you have to get a handle on your feelings. You have to pay attention to your emotional triggers. What causes you to, like, what happens that makes you feel this way? Because now you have to take this thing that happens and redirect it and go over here instead of going all the way over here like you normally do. And the more you do this consistently, the more that it becomes a habit. But it's not, you don't have to chastise somebody because they have, run into these things. You just need to, you need to be focused on yourself. You need to put yourself first, and you need to decide that your past doesn't matter, because it doesn't. It can't define you in every moment unless you allow it to. Oh my God, some of these people are fucking idiots. Okay, how do I handle the mother and children? Oh, does that mean I'm an idiot? Okay, all of you haters, I love you. Thanks for being on my live stream. Thanks for contributing to the comment count and helping us in the algorithm. How do I handle the mother and children of my partner not wanting to be with you? Wait. How do I handle the mother and children of my partner not wanting him to be with me? You need to change that story. You're continuing to affirm that she doesn't want you to be there when you need to start affirming that you guys have a great relationship. She respects you and she's glad that you are there to help raise her children, period. You just have to change the story, and you have to persist in it, trust it, believe it, know it. It's your reality. It's not hers. She doesn't have the discernment to do that. I'm wanting to manifest my husband back home. He's been having an affair and lives with her now. I say affirmations, but I have a hard time visualizing. I get negative thoughts of them happy, etc. Okay, well, Melissa, you have your insecurities about your worthiness, fears about him leaving, fears about him being with someone else. You're creating their relationship by, I don't know exactly what you're doing because I can't tell off of a comment. If you want to do one-on-one coaching, I can certainly help you laser target the exact feelings and expectations that are creating this relationship. But you need to start looking at yourself. What caused your relationship to break up? What was it that, I'm not saying it's your fault, but what was it that pushed your husband into someone else's arms? Where did the breakdown of the relationship happen? That's where you're going to find your answer of what's going on internally so that you can address it while you're manifesting him back, while you're telling the story of how happy you guys are together and how perfect your relationship is. We don't give that other person any energy. We don't water that plant. Every time you talk about her, you're literally keeping her in existence. You are the glue that's holding them together. So you need to change the story, and you need to address the situation that caused this breakup and caused him to go there. What affirmations or techniques to use for looking beautifully and fit? Listen, you need to tell yourself that Every day when I wake up, I don't care what I look like. I'm like, damn, my skin looks good. Ooh, I look tight. I look young. Ooh, I look so good today. It doesn't matter what I look like. That's what I'm telling myself. I look in the mirror and I'm like, ooh, yes, I look good today. And it's just, I mean, like, it's your self-talk, because the way that you feel about yourself is the way you're going to see yourself. So if you start telling yourself you're beautiful and making it a habit, compliment yourself 10 times every time you look in the mirror. Every fucking time you compliment yourself. All day long, you're complimenting yourself, even if you don't believe it. Because after a while, you will start to believe it. Your brain doesn't know. If you're just like, oh, you're beautiful, you're beautiful, you're beautiful, you're so beautiful, you are so beautiful, I love being in this body. Your brain doesn't know what's like actually going on physically. It just replicates your feelings. So if you feel like, damn, I am awesome, I am really fun, I am fun to be around, I am worthy, I am beautiful, I am cool, whatever, you will start to replicate it and get more things to feel that way about. And your your actual visualization of yourself will begin to change. Because I know for me, like when I'm feeling down about myself, I don't like the way I look. When I tell myself I feel good, even if it's the next day and I haven't lost any weight or whatever, I look better. I look better to myself. I'm like, oh my God, I actually do look kind of good. It literally changes the way you see yourself. So you have to make it a habit. The answer to every single one of your questions is tell the story you want to tell and make it a habit of telling yourself that. Treat yourself better. Put yourself first. Everything that you want the outer world to reflect back to you, you have to give to yourself. And the reason your manifestation is not coming is because you are not fulfilling that role within yourself first in order for it to replicate. I see his name in different versions all over the place lately. Is that something? I mean, it means that you're connected. You're there. Like, it's not like the universe doesn't know that you want this person. I don't know how that's the issue, because our kids have to go there, so I have to see her, etc. He files for divorce, and I know I manifested it all, but I don't know how to manifest the reverse. You need to stop thinking about the reverse and start manifesting the current reality that you want to be in. The current version of you has never experienced this. The current version of you is not worrying about divorce. The current version of you is not worrying about a third party. You need to be in the vibrational reality of the version that has what you want, or has always had what you want, or has never experienced what you're experiencing. So I know that the 3D world is getting to you, and I know it's hard because you're dealing with like legal things and stuff like that, but you can't, it's not real. Circumstances are not real. They are created because you're putting them in place, and you're continuing to hold them in place every single time you tell the story and ask about it, wonder about it, worry about it. You got to stop worrying and wondering. Thanks, Simone. She loves my lip color. Okay. I have no idea what's going on. Okay, well, why are you still here then? Okay. When you have no contact, it's so much easier. Now in contact with mine, I'm having a little struggle. Exactly. When you're in contact with them, you are liable to react to the shit that they do. And if you're asking whether or not there should be contact, you're not there yet. You know what I'm saying? You're not okay with it. So no, you probably shouldn't, because you're going to be susceptible to their behavior, which is your own insecurities or doubts or fears or whatever just reflected onto them. Thank you, Carla. It's harder. Okay, this is to Melissa. It's harder than it sounds, but you have to ignore the current situation. He married you for a reason, right? Okay, focus on that. Live in that reality that he's still your husband. Yeah, you have to like that version of you is not worried about your husband leaving. She's just living it up. She's worrying about other things that have nothing to do with that. So you have to like let that thing go and just be okay. And like, it's all going to work out. It's going to work out. It's going to work out no matter what. It has to. I watched the video about uncreating her. How do I uncreate her? Melissa, I would suggest going through the playlist that I have on YouTube, because I've kind of spoken at length about this stuff, or signing up for coaching, because I can't like diagnose you off a text. I can't figure out what your actual issue is over like a couple sentences where I can't understand your tone. I'm not seeing your face, hearing the way you actually talk about things. So the best advice I can give you, again, is you got to stop telling the story. You need to quit giving her life. You need to be okay with you and decide that it's going to be okay. It has to work out. That's it. You can't entertain any other reality. Yes, the things, exactly. The next comment here, the things in your physical reality will change to favor your belief. Exactly. It's your beliefs and expectations that create the entire world around you. Inside of me, I know he will come back. I never felt different, but yes, I get down and think negative, and that's where I have issues in visualizing him back with me. Okay. With visualization, if visualization is hard for you, don't use it as your main tool. Use it as like, again, I made this analogy earlier. It's your end goal. If you're going on a trip, you're going to Jamaica, there's your trip, okay? You know you're going there. We know that your perfect relationship with your SP is your end goal. So that's just set it and forget it. That's your end goal. We know it. You don't have to go back and drudge it up and drudge it up and drudge it up. You only go there in the visualization, if it feels good, if it feels good to be there, you go there because you're like, oh, I love being here. I love this feeling. We're so in love. We love each other. It's so warm and fuzzy. That's why you go to a visualization. If you're going to a visualization and it's like, oh no, why isn't he here? Don't do that, because you're literally manifesting more of it. So persist in your story. Tell the new story. Every time you feel down, no, it's like this. No, it's like this. No, it's like this. No, it's like this. You have to retell the story. You have to be diligent. You have to pay attention to yourself. I manifest a house against the odds, all kinds of little things, but I haven't been seeing progress with my SP, whom I have a backstory with. Well, there you go. You just said it right there in your comment. Deciding it's just the gestation period and it will come. Kind of. I mean, yeah, I guess, because it's your manifestation. So if you decide that that's kind of hard, because if you think there's a time, you're just going to create more time. So think about, again, if you have issues in a relationship, look at what broke the relationship up. What was the cause of you separating? That thing within you is still active, or else your person would be back, okay? Callie, ignore your current reality, Melissa. Thank you. Thank you. Johnny P, you want to manifest money. Well, you're going to continue wanting to manifest it until you decide that you are manifesting it. Money comes easy. Money always comes. Money does always come. That's not just an affirmation. Like, think about it. Anytime you've been worried about a bill being paid or something happening, or even being evicted or losing whatever, money always comes. It always comes back. It always comes. So you need to stop looking at money and like demanding of it. You need to stop asking it where it's at, where you've been, why aren't you here? It's the same with a freaking person. Nobody responds to that energy. Money is energy. Treat it with respect. Treat it with dignity. Ask it what it needs from you. Love it. Appreciate it. Feel good when you have it. Feel good when you spend it, because you know that it's coming back to you. You have to change the way you feel about it and treat it as it's like a living, breathing thing, which it is. It's not a solid form. It's energy. It's an energetic feeling around you. So if you feel lack about money, then there's something within you that you're lacking, and you're not able to appreciate what you have already because you're too worried about all of the 3D world around you. I daydream, yet I'm also in the daydream. So I watched a video where that is not how it's done. I would say try to really make sure that if you're visualizing or doing daydream, make sure you're in the first person. When you're in your daydream, look down at your body. Look at your hands, fix your watch, twist your ring, touch your hair, grab your clothes, adjust your shirt. Do something that like anchors you into first person. You know what your body looks like from this angle. You know what your hands look like. Do something to like solidify yourself in the first person when you're in your visualizations, so that you're watching it as if it's unfolding now and not as if it's unfolding and happening for another person. That could even be helping to create it for someone else as well, because you're not viewing it from the first person. Callie, thank you. Every time you think negatively, stop yourself, then say the opposite, even if you don't believe it. Exactly. Your ego will create the worst scenario to protect you. It's not real. Yes. Your ego is like, it's lazy, and it doesn't want you to do anything that might be uncomfortable or make you grow, or, you know, anything that might hurt you. So all of this like positive thinking kind of falls under that umbrella. So your conscious mind is literally preventing you from doing it sometimes. So that's why you have to persist. You have to make it a habit. You have to choose good thoughts because they feel good and you want to feel good. I want to feel good, so I'm going to feed myself good thoughts. You know, like if you wanted to feel good, you wouldn't eat McDonald's every day. And if you did, you shouldn't be asking, why do I feel like shit? Well, because you're putting shit into your body. Same thing with your mind. You're not feeling good. Your manifestations aren't coming. What are you feeding your mind? You telling yourself that you suck and you're not worthy. No one wants to be with you. You're annoying. You're ugly. You're fat. You're dumb. Whatever. Well, guess what? You're feeding your mind shit, and you're gonna get shit out. Put yourself first, you guys. Put yourself first. That's the answer to all your questions. I don't even need the rest of them. Let's see. Okay. Melissa, how do you do that? I don't know. I would suggest you get coaching because I've kind of we've given you a lot here. Like you just need to tell a new story. This is how it's going to go. This is what I want. This is the relationship I'm in. And you don't, when something is going to happen and it doesn't matter what anyone says. It doesn't matter what happens. You're just like, okay, fine, but it's going to be like this. That's what it's like all the time, all the time. It doesn't matter what your husband does. Your husband's not real. You are the only one real in your life, and you are allowing him to have power. You are giving him existence by allowing him to be in your life. That is a freaking gift, okay? Quit treating him like he has all the control. You are the gift in this situation. His existence in your reality is the gift enough for him, okay? So you need to start treating yourself right. You are allowing him to exist in your reality. It's a big deal. So you need to put yourself first. You are the powerful creator in your world, not him. He has his own reality he's doing, and that has nothing to do with you. You're in your reality right now, and you're the only one doing anything, controlling it. I'd rather say ignore your visible reality than current. Yeah. Confused about that. Okay. I'm realizing I have a hot mess that I need you to help me sort. Listen, we've all been there. I've been there too. I've had my own hot mess. I get it. I get it. But yeah, the coaching will help you. And it's not just because I want to sell it. Like, obviously I do this. I eat, sleep, and breathe this stuff. Okay. This is my all day, every day. I'm creating content for you guys. I'm helping you. I'm answering your questions. I'm here for you. But this is also my job. This is what I do to keep a roof over my head. So if you want to speak with me directly and actually get to the heart of your issues, coaching is a great option for that. So if you think about how he filed for divorce, don't dwell. Say to yourself, I created this with my insecurities and limiting beliefs. He loves me. I'm the God of the universe. And I create, yeah. I mean, if you start thinking about the divorce, just ignore it. Doesn't even, just imagine it being erased. Imagine it just being like, oof, dust it off into space and then reinsert your, nope, we are together happily ever after. I love my husband. We are in such a happy marriage. Everything works out so perfectly for us. We get along so well. He loves being with me. He loves being in a monogamous relationship with me. He always respects me. He always communicates with me well. He's so concerned with how his tone affects me, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. You just have to tell the story the way you want it to go. And then Callie says, he will realize why he married me, and it's only a matter of time until he calls begging to come back. I would say adjust that because you're putting that into the future. I would say he loves the fact he loves me, and he is so glad that we are together, and he enjoys being in a relationship with me. Something like that. You need to keep it in the present tense. Thank you, Melissa. You're very kind. I appreciate it. Callie, yes, you can have everything and anyone you want. Thank you, girl. Thank you. Okay, Lucille says, I don't mean to demand. After my spanking, I gave you a verbal spanking. I'm just so aware of this thing I've created, and I know you can help me when I get coaching. Yeah. Okay, fine. You created it. Cool. Awesome. You should be like, damn, I am powerful. Holy shit. Let me focus. Okay. Ooh, I created this monster. We're not going to feed him anymore. We know he's there. We're proud of ourselves because we can create anything. And this is just a reaffirming. This is just a reaffirmation of how powerful we are. Let's focus forward. Now, what are we creating? A perfect and beautiful monogamous relationship. Oh, I love it. It feels so good to be loved, to be the star in someone's sky, whatever. Don't give the other thing any food, any water, any air. Okay, Melissa, here's another thing. You keep talking about reversing everything you created. Stop thinking about it like that. I want you to start thinking it like, okay, so every moment that you live is a separate parallel reality. Every single moment is its own new reality. And you keep yourself in the same vibrational reality by adhering to it, by believing it, by expecting it. Like, I'm still in this room because I expect these walls to stay here. And if they stop being here, it would freak me out. And I don't want to even consider where I would be if this manifestation ceased to exist all of a sudden. So you keep yourself in the vibrational reality that you're in by by adhering to it, by affirming it, by, yes, I'm here, I'm here, I'm here, I'm here, I'm in here, I'm here, I'm in here. So I continue to be in here. But at any moment, I can change my vibrational frequency and I can manifest a new reality for myself. So instead of you trying to reverse what you've already done, because that in itself is acknowledging that it's there. Just by saying, I want to reverse this, you're implying that it's there. It never happened. You need to tune to the reality where you and your husband have always been perfectly married, monogamous, happy together, and there was no issue, because that exists. If we can conceive of it, it exists. Somewhere there is a you living in the perfect relationship that you want to be in. That's where you need to go vibrationally. Manifesting is a science. It is. This is real. This is quantum physics. This is not frou-frou shit. Okay. I literally keep imagining myself looking at myself. I can't see it from my point of view, which is weird. Well, think about, I mean, like, look at what you're looking at now. This is how you look. Recalibrate over and over. Before you go into your scene, populate yourself first. Start with you. So you're in like a black space or you're in white, whatever, you're blank and you're just looking at your hands. You know what your hands look like. Turn them over, touch yourself, do things. You know what your hands look like. If you need to practice this by doing this over and over and then closing your eyes and visualizing it over and over, do that. But you need to start, you recalibrate yourself, recalibrate over and over and over. And it can take practice. Just because you don't get it right away doesn't mean you won't get it. You can even manifest yourself being a better manifester. You can use the mechanism of manifestation to say, I'm getting better and better at visualizing every day. Man, visualization is actually really easy for me. And like, it's really easy. I'm totally able to immediately get to my visualization and be there. You can tell that story too. So get into your scene, close your eyes and populate your body first from here down. Look at your hands, do something handy, touch your hair, whatever, fix your clothes, adjust your seat, and then you can start populating the rest of it. And if you start seeing yourself again, go back to first person and just keep going into first person until you're comfortable with that. Practice doing that. And again, I intend that I see myself in first person in every visualization from now on. Again, that's how you do it. Ooh, I manifested my SP back in my life. He is now my boss at work. I'm like, oh God. How can you practice manifesting without becoming obsessed with it? I decided to let go and it feels so good. Yeah, well, that's part of it. You have to practice on other things. Practice on things that don't matter as much. Practice on things that are exciting for you. Practice on things that have nothing to do with your SP. Practice on things that have nothing to do with your self-worth, like ice cream or, getting a good parking spot or finding $1 on the ground. Things that like don't matter. So if you didn't get them, you wouldn't even notice. But when you do get them, you're like, oh my God, I did that. I'm powerful. Then you reaffirm it. I'm so powerful. Oh my God, I just thought of this thing and there it is. Like I am seriously creating my world in every moment. You need to reaffirm that to yourself. Even that, just always telling yourself, dang, I did that. Soaking that feeling in. That's why I celebrate every single manifestation the same way. Even if it's a feather, even if it's a freaking $1, up until like the biggest thing, I celebrate it the same. I give it like energy. I'm like, yes, I'm manifesting, because that in itself will replicate. Just me celebrating a manifestation will create more instances for me to celebrate a manifestation. Oh my God. Oh, these people are fucking weird. Oh, Lord. Okay. Somebody needs to see my juicy booty, though, so I'm just going to take that as a compliment. Okay. How long did it take you to manifest your SP man back? Okay. Well, the first time it took about 2 years because we broke up. He wasn't giving me what I wanted. I wasn't deciding that I deserved more. We broke up. I got into a rebound relationship where I grew. I understood my worth. I was older. So it was like 2 years. By the time we got back together, I was like, sorry, man. If you're not gonna jump on this train, like I'm gonna take my goods elsewhere, because I saw my worth at that point. Before I was, I was like a younger girl. I just knew, because I knew that I was supposed to be with him and he wasn't giving me what I needed. It was hard. I'd been there. I know what it's like, but like there was a point where I was like, fuck you, man. Like, I am the shit. I am what's going on. I am the business here. And I am. And you are in your reality. You are the business. You are the number one. You're the top dog. You're the only dog. So if they're not with you, who are they going to be with? Literally nobody, because nobody else exists. If they're not with you, they go back into oblivion in your reality. They go back into the energy frequency that you can't interpret. So that wasn't even the question, but yeah, it took 2 years the first time, but that was me coming into my own. And then the second time, it was like a day, not even a day, full day. Like when I was like done, I was like, this is it. Sorry, bye. That's when he was like, okay, never mind. Okay, let's see. What do you think about someone's free will to reject what we're manifesting with them? Some lava coaches say this. Listen, I don't think that I don't know. None of us really know what's going on. That's the real truth. We don't know, but we have studied so many different people and seen so many different things in our lives and the way that they've been created and came about, that for me, see, it's such a gray area. It's hard because if a person has free will in your reality, then you shouldn't be able to manifest them. But I've manifested people that didn't even know I existed. So there has to be, so I have to have some sort of control over it in my reality. So the way I think of it is, like I said, it's like a video game. I'm the only one with a controller. The world's there. There's people in my reality. I can shoot people with them. I can shoot them. I can talk to them. I can get information from them, whatever. Hold on. That came out really weird. You're not going to shoot anybody in real life, but I'm saying as a video game, like, my husband plays those like shooting games. So that's what I was thinking. But anyways, you're the only one in your reality with the controller. So you're the only one that makes the choices, makes the decisions. You're the only one with the power. They have their own game that they're playing where they have the controller. So you have to just think of it like, that's it. It's just me. It's only me. Because if you let them have power, then they have it. So you can't let them have it. You just have to be like, no, it's just my reality. They have their own. Let them have their own. They're doing what they're doing. So you don't have to feel guilty about it. They have their own reality where they're choosing what they want to do. This is your reality where you choose what you want to do. I like this. It says, it's like Melissa Pierce says, our bodies want to do what our brains tell it. Exactly. But even more so, yeah, true. But it's, it's like underlying, it's subconscious. It's things you don't even realize that your brain is telling your body. Okay, others' free will and you being the only person in the universe confuses me. I get it, but I don't. I hope I just cleared that up with the video game analogy. Don't forget, they have their own reality. Don't feel guilty. You're not manipulating. You're not coercing. You are just selecting in your own reality. They have their own where they can do what they do. Okay, the no contact thing. My question is because he has disappeared again. I hear nothing from him. Do not see him or anything. I know he thinks about me. I feel it. This is sick. Like I'm ready to see him again. Lucille, how much love and time and devotion and respect and attention do you give yourself? That's my question. Johnny says, my money comes from a fictional money tree. Yeah, totally. I have a virtual nest egg, and I just like I told you earlier when I said I manifest, I have a belief, which is true, that manifesting $1 million is as easy as manifesting a feather or a butterfly. So every time I see a feather or a butterfly, I add that to my nest egg. So, I'm like, I'm keeping a mental note of how big my nest egg is, or my safety net, something like that. Have you ever thought that maybe you could have someone watching you that will bring millions of people to you to help? Yeah, absolutely. I really do, because, yeah, it can come in any way. And I always feel like I'm going to have a famous client or something like that, or someone's going to reach out for some sort of like deal or collaboration or whatever. I expect that to happen, so it probably will. So we'll see. You guys are here. You see it first. Let's see. The poor and the homeless need money. That's a great statement, and that's very true. And that's why they don't have it, is because they need it. And this is a complete blanket statement. I'm not trying to put anyone down. This is just a reflection of when you need something, it doesn't really necessarily come to you because you're needy. You're repelling it. Does being determined to manifest something give off a needy energy, just delaying the manifestation? Kinda, yeah. It depends on what you mean by determined. If you mean determined in a sense as like, that's mine and there's no question and it's going to be mine regardless, so I'm not worried about it, then no, that will bring you in. That's the determination you need. But if you're using determination in a way of like, gotta get it, I have to, it has to be mine, that's needy and that's repelling. We are a machine. Exactly, Charity. We are a machine. It is a freaking machine. It's science. It's scientific. It's methodological. It's a methodology, damn it. What you put in is what you get out. When you think negative, you get negativity. When you think positive, you get positivity. Exactly. People don't want to hear that. They do not want to hear the answer to their question, the answer to all their long, the answer to every issue is to feel good about themselves. But guess what? That's what it is. Been saying that for 2 hours now. Okay. I'm not gonna change it because that's the answer. Hey, Roxy, just tuned in. Didn't know you were live already streaming 96 minutes. Wow, to rewatch, not to ask the same questions. Oh, thanks, Henry. I appreciate you. Yeah, these lives, last week's was like 3 hours long. I really enjoy them as long as people aren't being douchey. I mean, I still enjoy it, but this is the first live chat on the new channel. So there's people here I'm not familiar with and people that have never tuned in and aren't familiar with this. Because I just gave Roxy Talks its own channel to grow. That's why it's been growing so much. Like if you've been following me and you see how like this channel's blowing up, it's because I was putting all of my content onto a music-based channel and YouTube didn't know how to show it to people. They didn't know how to categorize it. And so now that I'm on its own channel and everything from the beginning has all been targeted to people who are interested in this type of content, that's why it's like spreading so fast and it's just becoming like this crazy. I knew it would. I was just being stubborn, not wanting to give it its own channel, but I'm so glad I have. Anyways, thank you if you've just joining for the first time. We do this every Monday. We go live and answer your questions. Hold on. I have to plug in my phone for the Facebook. We're live on my Facebook group and YouTube. If you're not in my Facebook group, please feel free to join. It's called Black Moon Society, and the link is in the YouTube description below. You can also sign up for one-on-one coaching at the link below as well. This is a big old wad of cords. Okay, I'm just trying to get my charger. Okay, so I charge my phone. Pardon me, guys. Give me a second. We don't want to let the Facebook group die. Okay. Okay, there we go. We all good? Woo! It's hot. Okay. Something I have trouble with is thinking of my SP in a different way because I had bad past experience with him. I know I just have to affirm it, but I struggle to overcome it. I've been doing this since March, but I can't get rid of the old story no matter how much I affirm the new story. Well, first of all, stop saying that because that in itself is manifesting. You saying that you can't do it is manifesting. So now you need to start saying, it's actually really easy for me. I've been doing really good. I'm getting better and better. Every day it's easier for me to tell the new story. Every day I get more comfortable in my new reality. Every single day I'm coming more into vibrational match or vibrational contact with the me that is in the relationship I want to be, with the me that has $1 million, whatever. You can, like I said, you can use manifesting to manifest yourself being a better manifester. Johnny, what are you? I don't understand your comments here. Where I live, it's okay. Never mind. Sorry. I'm not trying to be mean. I just don't understand why some of your stuff is helpful and some of it is like mean to the other people. So I'm confused. Does seeing a lot of signs mean the manifestation is close? Yeah. I mean, it depends. Like, I can't exactly say like what's happening in your reality, but for me, like, here's an example. The other day, I had a brand new 7-Eleven opened by my house, and they had the grand opening, and they were giving away a free flat screen TV. And so I got my little raffle ticket. And I said, okay, if I go down there, I'm only going there because that TV is for me. The only reason it exists in my reality is so that I can go win it. Nobody else here exists, so that TV is strictly for me to win. And that's the mentality that I approached it with. And I'd say maybe I did maybe 90%. I was able to completely it's mine. There was no and then the rest of 10% of it was questioning, oh, there's a lot of people here. More people showed up than I expected to show up. So things like that kind of got in my way. Anyways, I was 2 people away from winning this TV. And instead of being like, oh, I was supposed to win it. I manifested it and I didn't win it. I was like, damn, I was so close. Like, I'm getting so close to being like right there. Like, ooh, that's my TV. I got it. Like, I was 2 people away from that. If I had taken that nudge a little bit, like not as soon, or maybe I jumped the gun getting in line for my whatever, my ticket, or what, they handed out like a new, anyways, doesn't matter. Maybe I jumped the gun because I was 2 people behind me as the person who won, or 2 people behind me. So instead of me being like, oh, I lost, why did I lose? I was manifesting it. How come it didn't work? I was like, damn, yes, I'm so freaking close. I'm getting so freaking good at this. So yeah, take your signs. Use your signs as a way to reaffirm. So when you see a sign, instead of questioning it, be like, yes, my thing is coming. I'm getting more into vibrational alignment. Use that as an opportunity to reaffirm your power and how good you're doing at it. Okay. Felix says you can think of it like I have a controller and nobody but mine is plugged in. Yeah, kind of like that. But you can think of it like that. I just like to think of it as like we're all playing our own game. Like, have you guys watched Rick and Morty when they play Roy and he's playing the game and all of a sudden he's like in a world and like he's doing the whole thing? We are Roy right now. We're playing a game. We're the only one playing it in our reality. So everybody else is just here because the power is turned on for our PlayStation or whatever. What if someone is actually cheating on you, but you would never know because you're the only choosing to believe and affirm they are faithful? They can't cheat on you because unless you allow it to happen, because they don't exist and nobody else exists. So if you entertain ideas of cheating, then you are opening the door for it. Where are other people's realities? We cannot perceive them, right? Girl, that I don't know. That's where, like, for me, it gets weird too. It gets murky. And people ask about these free will questions. And like some of that, I don't know. I really don't know the answer. And nobody does. Like, anybody that tells you they know the answer is a charlatan. Okay. They don't know the answer. None of us know what's actually going on. But like, we've studied from these teachings. They have been teaching us this for thousands and thousands of years. My husband and I were laughing about the Bible. The Bible is literally like a handbook on how to use manifestation and like how to be a person. But it's like used in so many like horrible ways and to like oppress people, and people have been murdered over it for so many years. But it's so funny. If you look at it and take it like as a literal instruction manual, it's like, here's how you manifest, persist in your reality. If you, God, I'm really bad at the Bible. Something about the kingdoms of heaven, which are like dimensions in our reality. I don't know. Go check out Joseph Ally's channel if you guys want more info on like the Bible stuff of it, like how the Bible is like telling us about manifestation. Joseph Ally's channel is really good about that. And then Jake Ducey also. Okay. Let's see. Fuck. Every time I scroll, it goes to the bottom and then I like lose my spot. Here we go. Okay. You do not need to know other people's reality. They exist in yours. Exactly. Yeah. It's just, I don't know how they intersect, and it's freaking weird. And it worries me to know that, or to think that who knows what I'm doing in someone else's reality. That weirds me out sometimes, because people say weird shit when you're, on the internet and you're kind of like a public face. So I'm like, what? I don't know if someone's manifesting me in their reality. Like, I'm glad I'm not there to experience it. I like what I got going on here. Okay. Any great ways to get out of neediness? Yeah, you have to really just like put yourself first. Be okay with what you got. I would say look at what it is that is repelling, what it is that's manifesting in your world, and figure out where you're needing it. What are you needing? Do you need attention? Do you need love? Do you need understanding? Do you need companionship? Look at what it is that you need, what your neediness is repelling, and then start giving it to yourself. That's the answer. If people have their reality where they make things happen for themselves, then one, how can we be the only one in our universe? And two, how does this guarantee we get what we desire? The other person, okay, we just went over this, but yeah, we each have our own realities. You're not in theirs. They're in yours. You're not, and like you might be in theirs, but you're not there. Like you're in your reality. Just like, so, okay, think about it this way. I'm in my reality. This is where my consciousness is. Any other reality that I'm in, I'm not conscious of it. I'm not there. I'm not really there. If I am there, it's a form, a blob shaped like me with that person's expectations of how I should behave reflected back to them. In my reality, I'm here and everybody else is behaving with my expectations of them reflected back to me. Does that make sense? Oh, yeah, okay. Coaching for what? Coaching for manifestation, mindset, confidence, figuring out where you are keeping your manifestations away. That's what I do. If you would like one-on-one coaching, please go to roxyleehart.com/get more Roxy Talks. Some of the stuff I don't know how to address. I'm not gonna read that out loud. Okay, some of this is funny. You guys are funny. Okay. Oh shit. I'm sorry. Every time I scroll, it like gets me to the bottom. How do you manifest someone who doesn't know? I'm thinking you're saying doesn't know you exist. My SP is on the other side of the world. I have no contact with him, and he has no exist. I've manifested people that didn't know I exist. That was my first discovery of the law of attraction, was manifesting someone that had no idea I existed, and I was like, what the hell is going on? I was an atheist. I didn't believe in anything that I could not see with my eyes. Like, I was questioning God at like 5 years old. I just didn't, it just never made sense to me. I was like, I am not buying this lie. You guys are selling me. I'm way too smart for this. So when I started opening up to new possibilities, actually, now that I'm saying this out loud, because what happened was, what really got me started on thinking that there was more to this world than what I could see was watching Ancient Aliens. And I was like, holy crap, like maybe there's more to Earth than what I've just, like, I'm just here, we grow, we die, that's it. Like, that's how I operated my life for years. And then when I started watching Ancient Aliens, I started thinking like, okay, maybe there's more. Like, there's at least more than we know about. That's the impression I got from that show. And that thought, I think, now that I'm saying it out loud, led me to manifesting a person that I didn't know I was manifesting. It took, like, even after that happened, I didn't learn about the law of attraction for like maybe another 5 months. And then when I found out about the law of attraction, I was like, okay, this is what I was doing when that person showed up. Because when that happened, I was like, did I make this happen, or did I predict it? The answer is both. But yes, you can manifest a person from across the world. It just can't matter. There is no across the world. Nothing is separate from you. Everything you want is right here. Everything you want is right in front of you. Everything is energy. No energy can be created or destroyed. Any energy that has ever existed or will ever exist is already here now. So if you want something, you just need to select it. It's a menu. I want him, and I want him in my country, period. And now you start telling the story. Okay, he's in my country. Like, you need to start cleaning your room up, getting your wax. I don't know. I'm just like, just typical things, but you need to start thinking like the version of you that already has him here. You need to think like the version of you where he knows you exist and he doesn't live far. He's thinking about you. He's thinking about you right now. He might be texting you in this very moment. You need to start thinking about it like that. Me and my SP didn't have a bad breakup. We are long distance. I'm in his city at the moment, and he's been over for dinner and movies, but it feels like just friends. How do I manifest into a relationship? Well, stop saying that it's you. I'm just going to assume that you just joined and you haven't been listening for 2 hours of me saying the same thing over and over. You need to create the reality that you want. You need to decide that it's yours, and you need to just be it. You just be it. You need to quit worrying about where he's at, because the version of you that's in a healthy and perfect relationship with him is not worrying about where he's at right now. They're soaking in their love. They're loving themselves. They're loving where they are in life. They're happy with what they have. And you're not. And that's why your person is not here with you. So you need to start being okay with yourself, giving yourself the love. If he just feels like friends, he's not wanting to commit, figure out where those feelings within you lie. Are you afraid of commitment? Are you afraid of rejection? Do you feel unworthy? Do you feel like you're not good enough? Whatever. Find that within yourself and start addressing it and giving yourself those feelings that you want from that person. Any specific tips on manifesting an ex back after many years? We've been broken up for 8 years. Okay, start thinking of it instead of like counting the hours. Start thinking about how perfect it is that you guys are now in a perfect place to be together. With my husband and I, the reason why we broke up because we were not ready to be in that relationship. We were not ready to be the versions of ourselves that were in the committed marriage that we're in right now. So you need to look at it as a gift that you have been broken up for this long, and that now you're ready. You are ready to be the person that is in this relationship and make it work for the long run. You need to start thinking of it from now forward. Quit looking back. The past is nothing. It has nothing to do with anything. My SP and I didn't have I just did this one. Okay. So everyone here in my chat does not exist. No, you don't exist in mine, but it's part of like population. Think about it like this. Like if there was nobody else in your world, it would be fucking scary and you wouldn't know what to do and you wouldn't know how to be a human. You wouldn't learn, grow, and achieve, which is your whole point of being here. People are here. Your world is here so that you can maintain the illusion to go and graduate through life, the school of earth. Shit, where are these things? Gosh. Okay. So if you are perceiving this from your perceiving, I don't know what you're perceiving. I don't know if you guys are actually really there because I don't know how these realities intersect. I will be completely honest with you. I don't understand how that all works. But if you're perceiving me, then you're in your reality. I mean, that's just how it is. Yes, lose that zero and get with a hero. Thank you. But more importantly, quit being a zero and be your own hero. Thank you, Daisy. Happy to have you here. Are those of us consciously creating the only conscious versions of ourselves, though? Okay, that's a great question. And honestly, I have to tell myself yes, because I don't know. I'm only here. I only know of this reality. And I can only imagine that if I am somewhere else and someone else is manifesting me, they're not manifesting me, if you know what I'm saying. They're manifesting a blob of energy that they are calling me. They're giving it my physical characteristics and I don't know. And then they're inserting their own personality onto me. You're right. All the goofballs are here. I know it's funny that this new channel is attracting interesting people. Your SP had a second heart attack last year after seeing me again. That's funny. I don't know how to respond to that. Grateful for having grown and evolved so much and now being ready for a perfect relationship with my perfect person. Exactly. You're ready. You are ready to move forward with it and to manifest. Ugh. Gross. Ew. Oh my God. Sick. YouTube is daycare for the mentally ill. Okay. I'm not going to make a disparaging remark about the mentally ill, but I will say that it is daycare for the friggin' weirdos. That's for sure. The only issue I still have is being able to trust that he has evolved too and will be ready also when working on changing my beliefs, so I know everything's deeper. Yeah. So listen, don't worry. Don't even go there. Don't even go there. You were doing really good with this is your new reality period. You have grown. If you've grown, he's grown. Okay. If you're ready for the relationship to be perfect and you know that that's what the timing is now, then that's what he is. Don't even question it. Okay. Don't do that. You're inserting doubt into your thing when you have it. Hey, Andrea, good to see you. Okay. I don't know how to word this question, but I'll try. How can I really start honing in and having more specific control of my manifestations? Now they're coming in like a landslide. And I'm like, see, girl, I told you, you are so powerful. Okay. Andrea is one of my clients and this girl is freaking powerful. We did the manifesting a specific person workshop and she got like a text like during the workshop. So I was like, you better watch yourself. And here you are asking that same question. So listen, what is your practice like? What kind of what is your discipline like as far as your mindset goes? What are you thinking? What are you focusing on? Because not knowing the whole situation, what it sounds like is you need a little bit more diligence and focus and like laser targeting, like this is me, this is what I do, this is what I create, this is the path I'm on, this is where I'm going, period. I hope that answers your question. I think people keep questioning this stuff over and over because it's hard for their logical minds to accept. Yeah, absolutely. But here's the thing: logic is not real. Logic is an illusion. It's a fallacy. So don't be logical. This is not logical. You're not in a logical world. If you were in a logical world, everything would not be made up of energy and would not be 99.9% empty space. That's not logical. So we're not logical. So let's just kick that out. We're not. Listen, you have gone your entire life being logical and adhering to the physical world. And where did it get you? On this chat asking about your shit, okay? So try this new way for a little while. Try suspending the logic for a minute. No one's going to judge you. No one's going to treat you any different way if you start expecting good things to happen in your world, okay? So like stop worrying about it. You're worrying about things. You would rather worry about something good happening than letting go and let it happen. Like, don't be comfortable in the worry. Fuck worrying. It's not worth it. What you need to be worrying about is like how you're going to choose which luxury car to buy or something like that. Okay. Okay. I think I understand that. Reverse my situation. I have to think and keep a mindset that I don't know what divorce is. There's no divorce. There's no affair, etc. Just keep saying yes. You can't entertain it. It's just like if it happens, if you see something of it, you're like, huh, interesting. All right. And you move on. It doesn't, nothing has to affect you. Nothing has to ruffle your feathers. Nothing has to upset you. Nothing has to impress upon your subconscious if you don't let it. Like, you know, the old saying, like somebody can't make you mad. Like they can do something and you decide to be mad, or that action can trigger your anger, but they're not making you mad. It's your choice. And this is like for everything. It goes so deep. Thank you, Pastel Queen. How long do you manifest for? Okay. Melissa, I need you to go to my YouTube. You're on my YouTube. I need you to go to my channel and watch my manifesting playlist. Okay. You need to understand the basics of your world, because you're asking how long do you manifest for? I think you're asking, okay, manifesting is not some froofy wishful thinking thing. Manifestation is concept, it's consciousness, it's selection, it's energy, okay? You are selecting a reality. There's no trying, there's no needing to do anything. You select it and you are satisfied in your selection, knowing that it's coming and it comes. So it's not a how long do you do it for. You are manifesting the blood pumping through your veins. You're manifesting the walls around you, okay? Your manifestation is your consciousness. It's a concept. It is what is keeping you alive. So how long do you manifest for? From the moment you open your eyes as a baby to the moment you die. That's how long. Meditation, yes, you can take 15 minutes a day. And one thing I would suggest, we actually talked about this in the beginning, is when you come out of your meditation, you feel really high, take that into the rest of your day, carry that with you and feel that as long as you can, because it's just a good feeling. It's only going to replicate. We choose our reactions. Exactly. Okay. Johnny, ask the question. You keep saying you have a question. Just post the question. Okay. Oh, God. I kind of miss being on the old channel with these lives. I'm just gonna, goodbye. You don't need you there. Okay. Pastel Queen, thank you for complimenting my septum. I appreciate the compliment. I manifested liver scarring reversed. Yeah, I got shingles the day I started planning my wedding, and I cleared it up. And like, listen to this story. Okay, listen to this story. I got shingles the day I started planning my wedding, and it was like the most painful thing I've ever experienced. It was only like this, like it was like 2 inches wide and like maybe like an inch high. on my side, like on my rib. And it was incredibly painful. Like sometimes it was excruciating, but what I did with that is I never called it by its name. I kind of looked up what it was and I was like, oh, okay, well, I like never looked it up again. I never called it by its name. If people asked me what was wrong, I would just like brush it off. Like, no, I'm fine. And then also what I would do is because when my husband would, he used to break open vitamin E gel caps and rub it on there. And so while he was doing that, and then also throughout my day, I would visualize it being smoothed over with Photoshop, just like erased and smoothed off my body, erased and smoothed off, and just my skin being smooth. I visualized that over and over and over and over and over. Well, my shingles cleared up within about 3 weeks. This other girl I knew, she got shingles around the same time. She blogged about it. That shit took over her entire torso and got on her face. Okay. I don't know how you could. It was excruciating being this big. I don't know how you can live with it all over your torso. But all I know is that I didn't call it by its name and I visualized it being cleared up and mine went away in 3 weeks. She blogged about it and made it her whole deal and it took over her fucking body. So there's a freaking story for you right now. You can absolutely manifest physical healing. Sometimes I have doubts and think, what if it doesn't happen? But then I switch it to a positive and say, yes, it will. Is that what I need to do as I'm up and down? Yeah. So as long as you're changing your vibration back to the one that you want it to be, like I call it cleaning up your vibration. As long as you clean that vibration up before you go on to your next subject or before you kind of like stop thinking about it, you don't want to leave it where it's at because your vibration is wherever you last left it. Make that your habit and you're gonna get better and better at it. The fact that you said that, if you're having ups and downs from the universe, I think that's what you're saying. You're getting like wishy-washy results, and maybe you're offering wishy-washy. Yeah, you think you're going to do it, then you have a doubt. Well, then the doubt manifests, and then you decide that it's going to happen, and then that's going to start manifesting. Then you doubt it, and then the doubt's going to start manifesting. So stay focused on what you want and just flip it. Nope, it's like this. Nope, it's like this. Nope, it's like this. We don't let those doubts take hold. We don't let them soak in for too long. How I use law of attraction to change my body. Yeah, and I kind of just went over that too as far as healing. But like I was discussing this earlier with somebody talking about how they start loving themselves. And for me, like visualizing my body looking the way I want it to look and this has happened several times, has led me to specific diets or waist trainers or whatever that has gotten me to where my body wants to be. Now, have I ever like visualized something and just woke it up and it was different? I mean, maybe not like, oh, my boobs are big all of a sudden or something like that. But like, if you can wrap your mind around it, then you can do it. It's the mental part of it. It's the getting over that hump that is going to prevent you from doing it. So kind of, I mean, like I've healed my skin. I've manifested body changes in like the way of, okay, I decide I want to look this way, and now I'm being led to things that will help me look this way, and then I do. So, I mean, it depends on, I mean, what's the way you're looking at it? I guess I got confused thinking like manifesting something was like you do it once and not think of it. I think the other channels I watched were wrong, so I'm learning your way. Yeah. It's all encompassing. It's your whole life. It's always going on. It's always happening. So don't segregate it. Don't diminish it by thinking that it's like just about your SP and just about your work or just about the car you want or just about your body. Your life is all encompassing. It's all things at all time. Your consciousness is keeping your entire life going. So don't think that you just have to like use it to do this one little thing. Like if you get all of it in line, everything falls into place. And it's like, that's a cliche for a reason. Like that is a cliched way of thinking for a reason, because that's what happens. Yeah, which seems easy and you're overcomplicating it for sure. Yes. My video out tomorrow is about why trying too hard, why trying to manifest is what's keeping it away. So make sure you stay tuned to tomorrow's video. Can you remove your acne scars with manifestation? Yeah, you can. Just like I was saying, you can, but you have to like, you can't be, oh, my acne scars, my acne scars, my acne scars, because you're just reaffirming them. You need to look in the mirror and be like, damn, my skin looks good. Ooh, God, I look good today. Dang, it's so smooth. Tell yourself that every time you look in the mirror. Man, my skin looks good today. It's so smooth. And then visualize it like Photoshop, just like whoop, 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 just like being erased. Visualize it all the time. Feel good about how good it feels to have clear skin. Think about clear skin. Feel amazing the way you look now, because you're never going to do it if you keep feeling like you have scarred skin, if that makes sense. Like, you have to change your mind first to see it in the physical world. And think about it this way. It might not manifest in the way of just you waking up one day and your scars are gone. It might manifest in the way of like, you decide I have clear skin and this is the reality I'm living in. And then you like discover some like laser technology that helps with acne scars. And then you go down that road. That's what I was saying about the body thing. It's like, maybe you don't wake up with perfect boobs one day, but you do like wake up with, you see the surgeon you like, or you want a perfect body. And the next day you wake up and you find a meal plan that's like perfect for you. It can come in so many different ways. You just have to be open for it and not be mad because you don't wake up and like, well, why do I have acne scars still? Like, well, no, we're not addressing them. They don't exist. You have clear skin from now on else. Don't ever tell that story anymore, okay? Your skin looks beautiful. Your skin looks amazing. It looks younger every day. It's super freaking smooth. It's really tight. It's supple. It's moisturized. End of story. Okay. Should I just block Johnny? Because, I mean, all right. I feel like he's done enough. Goodbye. Okay. All right. Where are we at? Yeah, I don't care. I mean, I don't care about what haters say. I really don't. Like, I got picked on my whole, I have such a thick skin. It does not bother me, but I don't want them in here, like, affecting you guys, affecting the story, questioning it, whatever, because like the whole world questions it. We're here because this is a safe space to talk about it and trust in ourselves and reaffirm our power that we're doing it. Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. Let's see. Okay, where was I? Sorry, every time I start scrolling, I lose my spot. Yep, I'm still live, girl. Girl, these lives they get longer every time. Last week was the longest ever, and it was 3 hours, and we're already at 2:20, and I still have like 50,000 questions. Okay. Yeah, I got rid of Johnny. Sorry, guys. I should have blocked him earlier. I was trying to be nice, but no, we don't need him anymore. Okay. Let me just make sure that it's completely. Okay. Sorry, guys. All right. Okay. Where are we at? I'm reading a great book at the moment about manifesting and resolving health issues. Yeah, that's so funny that all these questions come up at the same time. You Are the Placebo by Joe Dispenza. Highly recommend. That's a great, just the title of that, You Are the Placebo. Very, very, very great. Very telling. I want to check that. Yeah, so check that book out. I haven't read it, but I know Joe Dispenza is a great teacher. So if anybody is looking at health stuff, I'm just going to go ahead and take this person's recommendation. I haven't read it, but I'm taking their recommendation to say just the title of it, You Are the Placebo. Like, okay. Why is it only when I let go of something does it manifest? Because you're holding on to it, you're needing it to happen, sends the message out that you don't have it. When you are holding on to something so tight, it's because you're afraid to lose it. Or if you're trying super hard to manifest something, like, oh, I need it. Your feelings are what replicate, not what you want, not what you desire, not what you like think the universe is going to give to you. Let me rephrase that, because what you think will happen. But if you're afraid of something not coming, if you're afraid it's too hard, you're not good enough, whatever, it's that feeling that manifests. So once you decide, like, okay, whatever, I don't really need it, I'm not going to hold on to it, you stop communicating that you don't have it anymore. And that's when it's able to come to you. Because once you set the intention, the universe knows. The universe knows what you want. I always say this, like, you won't shut up about it. We know you want it. We know you want this thing. We know it. We got it. We got the message. Now we need you to stop doubting it and get out of the way and let it actually come to you. And that's what happens when you decide, like, okay, fine, I don't fucking need it. I'm not going to die if I don't have it. Like, it's fine. I'm fine without it. And then the universe is like, okay, she's fine. Send everything in. Like, that's just how it works. When you're manifesting something big, do you visualize it once and then just maintain that vibration, or visualize more than once? I actually have a video about that coming out this week. So make sure to stay tuned to that. It's kind of like what I was just saying. You want to have your end goal in place. Like, you know what you want. We know that your end goal is like, so I use this analogy a lot. If you want to go to Jamaica, if you're planning a cruise to Jamaica, once you buy your ticket to Jamaica, the desire to go changes to a preparation for what you are going to experience once you get there. So when you visualize something that you want, that you're trying to achieve, you need to be in the mind frame of, I like it here, it feels good, I'm visualizing it because I like the way it makes me feel. Not that I'm visualizing it to try to make it happen, because then you're just putting it out in front of you. Nelly, I'm so sorry about the Johnny guy. I think I officially blocked him. I thought maybe I just was hiding his comment. They were just hidden from me. I thought, hold on, how do I do this? Is he still in here? I don't know. I think I put him in timeout. Timeout forever. Okay. How much does your subconscious actually contribute to your manifestations? All of it, 100%. That's what it is. Your consciousness is what's blocking you from everything. Your consciousness is your logic. Your consciousness is your fight or flight. Your consciousness is your fear. The consciousness is your doubt. That's what's getting in your way. Your subconscious is driving the ship, 100%. Lucille says, I use a subliminal to induce my period overnight. 2 different occasions. Okay, there you go. See, it works. And I don't want to I really don't. I'm personally not a fan of talking about this kind of stuff in public, but I have manifested like it coming on a certain day, because I have like events like a concert. I'm like, okay, it's not coming till the day after, and that works for sure. But that's all I'm going to say about that stuff, because I get worried about talking in public. Hey, manifest a married man that was my ex. Yes, but you have to stop telling the story that he's married. You got to stop talking about how he's your ex. He's just a blob of energy that you are selecting to be with you. And you need to like detach all of the backstory, all of the expectation, and just let him be somebody that is coming into your life. And you, in the meantime, are becoming a vibrational match to the you that is in that healthy relationship with him. Oh, I love that. Paracone med for acne. See, you manifested the answer. That's what I'm talking about. Like, you got to look at everything. Just because it's not you waking up with perfect skin does not mean that your manifestation is not coming to you. It could come in the form of advice. It could come in the form of you finding an ad for specific acne medication, whatever. You never know what it is. It's just be open to it. Okay, this is the same question. How does your subconscious affect your manifestation? 100%. Can you do your work in conscious and still manifest effectively? Yes. If you're brainwashing, you have to do it over and 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 over, because it needs to become habitual so that it's just like a natural response. And you use your consciousness to purposefully insert these thoughts and purposefully tell yourself good affirmations, purposely tell yourself the story that you want to experience. That's how you use your conscious mind. And then you convince your subconscious with repetition. Does that make sense? You manifested me blocking Johnny. I'm gonna make sure I block him for real, you guys. I can't do it from this chat. Amy, your SP's name is Johnny. Ah! Okay. Oh, you just saw my paintings. These are by her Instagram name is called shit. I can't remember her Instagram name, but if you look up Dirty Lola, that's the name of the chick that does, where am I going? These paintings. This is Amy. This is Lana. You can see it up there. And I have candles. She paints these. They're like incredible. Dirty Lola on Instagram. You can find her. Hi, baby doggy. Come here, baby. Okay. So I'm going to try to get through these comments. My dogs are starting to need to go out. So we're going to try to get close to wrapping it up. Do I believe in spirit guides? Do you think they can help us manifest being confident? You don't need a spirit guide to manifest being confident. You just need to make it a habit. You need to put yourself first. You need to, okay, come here. You need to tell yourself good things, treat yourself well, give yourself the attention that you want from another person. Give it to yourself first so that the rest of the world can show up that way to you as well. Telling yourself that you're beautiful, compliment yourself every day when you look in the mirror, all of these things. Suggestions for helping us let go of negative pieces of backstory. You just have to keep reaffirming your power and knowing that you can create in the next very moment. I think that working on your manifestations is it builds your faith in knowing like, okay, I'm creating all of this So my backstory is just shit that I created, and it doesn't have to affect me from here on out. Every moment is a new step forward. You can always change it. You can always change it. You can always manifest something different. So reaffirming your power, practicing your manifestations, this will help you understand that concept so that you can drop it. Yeah, if you're wondering why your question's not answering, it's because there's 50,000 of these and I'm going in order. So don't freak out. Okay. Yeah, great description. Seeing your SP just like a blob of energy who you want to have to be with you. That's what it is. That's what it is. You're allowing them to exist because you're giving them attention in your reality. Otherwise, they're not here. It's only you. Okay. I'm sorry, I don't read German. I apologize. Oh, there's a lot of German. Okay. If someone likes girls in Insta and you don't want that, do you just not focus on it? Yes. I wasn't focusing on it, but then it just happens without me knowing how is this him pushed out. Because you have insecurities. You're afraid he's going to go somewhere. You're not secure in yourself. You don't believe that you're the God. You don't believe that you're the only option. All of these things are going to create another person. My doggies' names are Mango and Leo. And they're my precious babies. My opinion, there's got to be good things in every backstory. That's a good point. You can, I mean, yeah, honestly, the backstory got you where you are. So like, you don't have to ignore it. You just have to not adhere to it. You can't let it continue to tell the story. Like, I know there's a lot of people like in my Facebook group that have a lot of trauma or have, you know, low self-esteem because of stuff that they've experienced in their lives. But it's like, I hate to be this person, but like, we've all had trauma. We've all had low self-esteem. We've all felt shitty about ourselves. You just have to stop. Your desire to feel good needs to be stronger than your desire to continue to tell that story, basically. I mean, you have to just be stronger than it. You're not a thought. You are not your thoughts. You are so much more than a thought or a thing that happened to you in the past. Like you're letting your whole life and being be dictated by something that happened to you. No, not anymore. We're not doing that anymore. How do you manifest a third party being happy somewhere else and at the same time not think about the third party being present? Graduate them on, have a visualization session, a little nice, like sending them off. Thank you so much for showing me my insecurities. I graduate you on to bigger and better things. I know that amazing things are coming your way. You are light and love, and thank you for being a part of our story. Goodbye. Write in a letter and burn it if you have to. Whatever just in your mind is like, okay, send them off with grace and then don't ever think about it. Don't entertain them anymore. Oh yeah, that's exactly, okay, yeah. Send them off with light and love. Thank them for energy holding your space while you perfect your manifestation. Girl, thank you. You said that better than I did. Okay. I find manifestation difficult. What do I do? I have a video. My whole week's worth of videos coming out is all about this, about why you can't manifest, how to fine tune your skills. You're always manifesting. It's your doubts getting in the way that is keeping you away from what you're doing. So you need to start practicing every single day. Practice on things that don't matter to you, like getting free food, getting a free cup of coffee, finding $1 on the ground, getting a high five from a stranger. Things that if they never happen, you wouldn't even notice. But if they do happen, you're like, oh, I freaking made that. You do these things every day over and over and over. So you start solidifying and reaffirming your own power and seeing how easy it is, how natural it is, so that you can kind of replicate that feeling. Because manifesting is not picking some like creating something out of nothing. It's selecting a reality where it already exists. All energy that has ever been created or will ever be created is already here. All energy is here and always will be. So if you want something, you just have to select it and decide that that's yours, and then you don't question it. Yeah, the dogs are getting rest. Thank you, Leanne. They are. Yeah, we're getting close here. Yeah, Joseph Ally has good videos about, he's very like systematic. He's like about the system in place of manifesting, which I totally enjoy. My point of view is more about like getting your whole vibe holistically in line so that you can just manifest easily, because it is easy, but it's our doubts and fears and limitations and expectations of like negative things happening. That's what keeps us away. So for me, it's about like the confidence side of it and knowing, because you can understand the process and how to do it, but if you don't understand what is at the heart of keeping you away from your manifestations, you're just going to keep running into these problems over and over. And I've always been a self-love, like love yourself type of person. I don't let people get to me. I'm like, I don't care what you have to say about me. Like nobody's opinion can change the way I feel about me. Like how could they? No. So no. Anyways. I don't care what people say. I'm good at side facing. Like, I don't bye. Side face. Side face needs to be your best friend. I love side face. I'm like, nope. You don't even exist anymore. You need to side face your third party. Please post a guided manifestation video. I have a whole playlist that's all about becoming a manifestation master that you can, it's in the link, the description below. I also have a meditation guide you can download for free, also in the description below. And stay tuned on this channel because we'll be talking about manifestation all week on videos. Any tips on changing your self-image and belief about yourself, specifically about having more self-confidence in relation with men, feeling desirable, like someone would love to be with you? Well, first of all, you need to love being with you. You can't expect someone else to love being with you if you don't love being with you. And I can tell you don't because you're asking that question. And it's not a judgment. Sometimes I sound mean, but this is just the way I talk. I like to be very direct. So yeah, you need to start loving yourself, giving yourself the attention. Like, what are you seeking from these men? What is it? Because everyone thinks they want a specific person. You don't want that person. You want that person because they give you love, security, devotion, protection, safety, comfort, joy, companionship, whatever. All the emotions that you're trying to, sorry. Vicky, if you're still here, let me know and I'll answer that question. All of the things that you want out of a relationship, that's what you're actually seeking from this person. So give yourself that stuff first. Start telling yourself, men, people love to be around you. They find your personality magnetic. When you walk in the room, everybody's eyes light up and they're so excited to talk to you. You're their favorite person. Everything you say is so enlightening to them. Everyone's always hanging off your every word. They love respecting you. People always treat you with respect. They love you. They respect your time, blah, 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 blah. You start telling that story and then you need to start treating yourself that way. So if I have insecurities about a third party, what affirmations are the best? Well, what do you want to know? What do you, I mean, like, you make your own affirmations. They don't need to come from outside. They should come from you because they resonate more with you and they tell the exact story of what you want to experience. So what do you want to experience? Your person only has eyes for you? Cool. They only have eyes for me. They're always thinking about me. I'm the only person they ever think about. I'm the first thing on their mind when they wake up and the last thing they think about when they fall asleep at night. They're always thinking about ways to make me smile. They can't wait till they can hang out with me. They're probably sending me a text right now. That's the kind of stuff you want to say. But you say it in your own words and you say it exactly how you want it to go. Can I write a letter to the girl my husband is with, thanking her, holding my place, and burn it and let her go and be done with her, thus continuing positivity with my husband and family? Sure. If that works for you, then do it. It's all you. It's your, like, I can't tell you what's going to work for you. You only know that. I didn't think I had insecurities about a third party. I feel great about myself. Well, something in you is feeling like you're not worthy. You're afraid your person's going to leave. Maybe you have underlying issues about relationships. Maybe you think that all men cheat. Somewhere you created the environment for your person to go to someone else, and you need to discover that within yourself in order to fix it. Like, because the blob's opinion does not matter. Exactly. What the fuck, Johnny? Where the fuck did you come from? Okay, he's gone, I think. We do not talk about people's sexuality like that. Get out of here, you fucking asshole. Okay. Oh, thank you, Sharon. You're very sweet. Give him back of head better than side face. Yeah, it is better, but the side of my face looks better than the back of my head. Like, and you can still see my attitude. But I agree. I'm right there with you. Side issues higher than you found most. Yeah. If you need to give your third party like a new person to be with, if that helps you, it's all you. It's all about convincing your mind. So if it helps you to send them off into, find them someone better. Your person is not good for them because they're perfect for you. So let them go find someone else that's better for them. We shape the blob. Yes, exactly. Guided visualization. I think. I mean, it's hard though, because it's like you determine, like, I don't know what you want to visualize. I don't know what you're going for. It's your story. I can't write it any better than you can. Is there ever a time to wave the white flag and give up? Yeah, I have a video about this coming out this week, so stay tuned. Yes, in a sense that you want to give up the desire. You need to give up the neediness. You need to give up the gotta have it. You need to be okay with the status quo, okay with what's here now. Be happy about what you have. That's the giving up. That's when it comes through. Ugh, gross. Sorry, some of these people are like nasty. You guys know anything? If I can go back and block all these people, I'm going to make sure I do that. Okay. You have fears of loss. Okay, perfect. That makes a lot of sense. Fearing that you're going to be left, fearing that someone's not going to want to be with you, fearing that they're going to find someone else is exactly what happened. So you need to start rewriting these beliefs. Like, just know that if you lose something, you can just recreate it. So start operating from that point. Like, I'm always just like, okay, cool. I'll just make another one. That's how you need to operate. I'll just get another one. I'll just do it again. I'll just recreate it. Okay, cool. I'll just make it again. That's how you need to be. You're a selector. You're a chooser. You're here to choose the realities that you want at all moments. So just choose one where you already have it. It never went away. Okay, I was having terrible thoughts plus feeling about my SP. How can I prevent today's thoughts from manifesting and have, okay, well, you can't prevent them. They're already out into existence. You need to just be okay with how it is now and know that even if those things come through, that it doesn't mean that you can't change your manifestation in every moment going forward and make it what you want. So reaffirm what you want, stay strong in that, and don't entertain the stuff when it comes about, the 3D stuff. Yeah, that's okay. So start with writing the visualization out so you're not thinking frantically on the spot and getting out of the zone. Exactly. That's in my visualization video. I have a whole video on it. If you have questions about the process, check out my manifestational process playlist. That's what it's there for. Okay. All right, guys. Looks like we're at the end. We did it. Only 2 hours and 40 minutes this time. My doggies are happy. They're ready to go out. If you are interested in one-on-one coaching, if you would like to have your specific issues addressed, you're not sure where they are, where things are coming up and blocking you, you can reach out for one-on-one coaching, or you can sign up at roxyleehart.com/get-more-Roxy Talks. I do go live every Monday. You can join my Facebook group as well. I'm in there a lot, commenting and helping you guys there. And this whole week's videos coming out Tuesday through Friday are all about fine-tuning your manifestation skills and becoming like the master that you're trying to become. All right, I think that Melissa, yes, you need to flip your thoughts from negative to positive every time you have them, every single time. Okay, thank you guys so much. Everyone's been all of you that are still here. Oh, this guy, Finn, what a waste of time. I know, that's actually a metaphor for your entire life, right? Okay, goodbye. Okay, so thank you guys, everyone that's here. I appreciate you. I'm so glad that we had a nice conversation, so many questions answered. Again, if you want your specific issue dealt with, you can reach out to me for one-on-one coaching and we can chat there. Otherwise, I will see you next Monday for the live, and watch the rest of the videos for this week. All right, guys, signing out. See you later. Bye.